Welcome to the first OnCue Pool League Broadcasting Network live stream here at Benton, Illinois. We're at the train wreck in Benton, and we're just about to start the 9-ball tournament on November 5th, 2016. I'm Robert Darling. I've got
Louis Campbell.
Oh, he's there, right there.
Hey.
Can you hear him? That's a good question. We're getting started here. I will say, we're just getting everything set up here, and I want to give you guys the rules of the game. Why don't you go ahead and do some talking there, Louis, and make this thing happen.
Okay, the rules of the game. Alternating breaks. Everybody racks their own rack. 9 doesn't count in the bottom 2. It is a double elimination format. You're going to race to your skill level, and there is a no 3 foul rule. So this is my first time going live, except on the radio. How about you, Bob?
I tell you what, when I wake up every Saturday morning, I never feel live. I think I'm not going to make it. But
that's because you embalm yourself every Friday night.
Well, not every Friday night. Sometimes it's Friday morning. You just never know.
Well, every Friday.
Every Friday. I get out there a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at the action, see if we've got anything going here at the beautiful train wreck in lovely Benton, Illinois. Well, we got something here. We've got to press a button. Pressing buttons makes me feel good. Pressing buttons makes me feel good, but watching pool and playing pool makes you feel better. I will tell you the highlight of the first round is going to be Pat Akers versus yours truly. What do you think about that matchup?
I think Pat Akers is going to wipe the table with you.
Well, but I mean playing pool. Who do you think's going to win the pool game?
Oh, who's going to win the pool game?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go with Pat Akers on that one.
You know what? I'm starting to think your commentary is maybe not as spot on as I'd like it to be. Well, anyway, Louis.
Well, I could rig it. There's a lot of talk about rigged events coming this November.
I heard the worst player in this building was myself. And
that's not true. I am definitely the worst player.
Well, that's what I've heard. I can't speak to actualities until the matches are played. That's why we play them here, folks.
Well, see, I'm just watching the games. I'm not going to be playing in them.
You know what? Are these actual games, or is this...
These are actual games.
All right. Who's on that table right there, the TV table?
This is Gene Lauderdale and Beaker.
What we've got here is Gene Lauderdale and Beaker. We probably should start talking about actual stuff that's going on then.
Well,
I guess this is the first game.
That doesn't sound near as much fun as what we were doing.
Yeah, we were having a whole lot of fun there, folks. That's not the easiest way to hook yourself. But by God, he got there. I didn't just say that, did I?
That's how I leave myself every time.
Yeah. I tell you what, though. If you don't put yourself in little tough spots every once in a while, you never learn how to shoot those shots. That's one of the nice parts about it.
That's my goal, is to learn how to shoot those shots.
And I think what we have is a situation where nothing can lose here. Either the guy makes a hell of a shot, and we all get to see something special, or something else happens,
I say
it's exciting.
If you play Hanson Mbach while Pat and Bob are playing, Bob might actually win.
There's some truth to that.
Music on this as well.
No, the deal with the music is we don't make any claims to having any copyrights to any music that gets inadvertently played in the background, and we'll deal with YouTube licensing and Facebook licensing as that comes down.
I could sing if you guys wanted me to.
I tell you what.
me.
All right, now we've got to where we're going to comment on an actual game that's starting. Okay, we're told that this is Gene Lauderdale and Beaker. Now, the problem with not knowing who these people are is I can't tell you which one's Beaker and which one's Gene Lauderdale. But we're going to get this going as the day goes by.
Beaker is racking.
Beaker is racking his own rack now.
Yeah, I tell you what, we've got a good crew here working for us, making sure all the information that you're getting is 100% correct. All right, tell us a little bit about this game. What do you think's going on here?
Well, I think Beaker's racking his rack right now,
I tell
and
you what, that's one of the best things I do at pool.
is racking.
Yes.
I get a lot of practice racking as well. Usually, when the loser racks, that's my jam.
There you go. So Beaker, is this one a rack your own?
This is rack your own, yes.
Did it say that in the rules?
It did.
Well, let's review the rules once, just in case, because I couldn't remember.
You should read them this time so you can remember them.
Well, apparently it's rack your own. So let's get back to the action. I'll tell you what. We have a special guest here behind. It's on Facebook. Talk to Pat. He knows. Assuming it.
Pat, what's the website?
That's the first one. That's in that one.
Oh, I'm really having trouble answering 6 people this question. So, is it crashing because of Facebook, or is it crashing because of that or what?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get it back live again. There it is. We're back live.
Still be live, yeah. It's just the program crashed.
Yeah.
Well, if it happens again, I don't know what to do. Switch to non-Facebook.
So minor technical difficulties there caused by gremlins.
No, I don't know about gremlins. I think it's just a willful intent of the pool gods, and that's what I blame everything on when I'm.
What's the link?
Oh, the link.
Vice question.
As it turns out, everybody wants to know where they can watch this. So all of this talk is not about much other than, well, hell, I don't know. I still can't find the link.
Just go to facebook.com,
Billiards.
oncuebilliards.net.
Yeah. It's OnCue Billiards. If you do a search for OnCue Billiards, that you'll find their page there. That will be.
And of course, if you're hearing this announcement, it's kind of a moot point. You're already watching the video.
Yeah. So put a mirror up and watch yourselves. Chris Helm, you like it so. Chris Helm, you like it so. Chris Helm.
We are experiencing live now.
You can go ahead and talk about stuff if you'd like to. Okay. Our minor technical difficulties have become just that. Minor technical difficulties. But they keep showing up.
I'd say,
This is what's going on.
Bob, you're just as good as Mitch Lawrence, I'd say.
I tell you what, I'm almost as beautiful as Ava Mattia. All right, go ahead. Now I'm passing this over to Louis Campbell. And in the process, we make a little noise just to keep everything exciting. So, Beaker and Lauderdale.
Beaker and Lauderdale. Okay. Lauderdale will be in the black shirt. Beaker in the orange. I'm not gonna say the actual logo on his shirt because we're not advertising for anybody. What do you think, Mickey? I should just do it? This is going to be the most unprofessional commentary that many of you have ever seen. Ooh. He had himself hooked pretty good on that one. I need a John Madden skadoodle.
Is it on the BCA?
I could have a lot more fun with this.
No, not the players page. Go to on space Q space rules. And you'll find it there.
shot, Mickey?
I caught the tail end of it.
This will be another competitor in our tournament today, Mickey Hammond. He's kind of a shark.
Sharks are swimming shallow today.
He's being really modest, guys. Broadcasting from the Trainwreck Bar in Benton, Illinois.
I was going outside to try to get it. And I'm not getting signal from the phone here.
One thing I can definitely say, Mickey, this guy plays a lot better pool than I do.
You don't want me to comment on that. But you got a better chance.
Mickey just commented, doesn't everybody? He didn't want to get on the mic because his mother told him that he had a good face for radio, but not a very good voice for one. Unfortunate scratch there. This should be the game. What's the race this match?
Gene goes to 7. Gene goes to 6. Baker goes to 5.
Okay, Gene's going to 6, Beaker's going to 5 on this match.
I'm going. That's going to be the only mic on. But it's always live.
We have 5 people watching us live right now. I think 4 of them are actually in the bar with us. Score is 2-1 Beaker. Hey, for everybody watching at home, be sure to comment on the video so we know what you're thinking of the match. Please don't comment on my commentary because I'm just not good at this. And my self-esteem would take a horrible hit.
If you want the actual OnCue Billiards, it's facebook.com/OnCue Billiards 24517. But if you could, I guess.
A lot of good players here today. Every single one of them better than me.
They're over there, Bob. If there's any in that pack, if not, I gotta get it back up the car. Buy my soda, that Starbucks.
Everything's good.
Didn't have to have a whole lot. Did you announce who was playing or anything like that?
Yeah, sure did.
Okay. If you want to, on the side over here, Lou, if you want to play with it, nothing over here shows up over there.
I know. Yeah.
So if you wanted to make something to show scores, like,
Oh, I don't want to do that.
like that, score overlay, player's name, Taylor. This one would be a little more difficult to make it on, but that one would be easy.
Have you shown me
How
how?
come you can't see the customer's comments?
But you see legs.
How come you can see the watcher's comments?
On Facebook? I've never done it on Facebook.
So,
You had the idea, like,
Chris Helm was asking, what kind of money are we talking on this?
do what?
Well, there's over
$500.
there's over 4,000 in the calcutta. So.
They're announcing they added 500 to the calcutta.
There's over $4,000 in the Calcutta for this event.
We'll have a second calcutta.
Hello?
We'll have a second calcutta.
And we're going to have a second Calcutta for the final 8.
You won't hear it. You just talk. You guys are live.
Billiards.
That's what I thought, Chris. Damn. It's a lot of money. That's almost enough money to buy Bob's drinks at Bob's Gym. Not Bob's Gym, Bob's Lounge.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's not enough to do that?
No.
No? Oh. He must get a big discount. A little bit of an echo there. Slick Mickey here was listening to the audio live on his phone while holding a microphone near it. He's not a technical genius, but he's pretty good with a pull cue, I hear.
Okay, I got that problem fixed now.
Well, I see 3 people watching it, all sitting at the same table.
What do we got for a score here, Louis? 2-1 Meeker.
Yeah, I believe it is 2-1.
Yeah, let's take it.
Hey guys, if you're watching this online, make sure you share it so other people can get on and enjoy the view. That was a nice cut there by Gene.
Beggar.
Gene.
That looks like they tie the score up 2-2, I believe.
Yes. 2-2. Gene's going to 6, and Meeker's going to 5. So right now it's a 4-3 race.
Where he got it. They already know.
That was a nice break. Little trouble on the 1. Well, Gene played a nice safe there.
Let's see if he can get out of this. This is nice.
He managed to get a good hit, but he left a nice table for Gene. Welcome, April Blummer. Make sure you share the post. Just try to get as many people watching as we can. Smitty, Mick the Stick.
You like that? Makes you feel good to have a nickname.
You know, I've been called worse.
I'm wondering, Nikki, do I have a nickname?
Dumbass.
We really can't air it in an open forum, Louis.
Okay, I got you.
safety on that shot.
Hey, Pat, you get any more headsets? So that's the one you got. Is this plug? This one plugged in? I'm not sure if it's.
It is. You can't talk.
Oh, I think
All right, we'll welcome Nate up to the booth here. Nate McGahey.
Yo, yo. I can't hear you.
Yeah, you can't hear me.
Okay.
I can't hear you either. Pretty tough field in here, Nate.
It's very tough. With the format, especially. Very tough one.
You might have got away with that.
1,500 for first in the calcutta. 1,500 for first in the calcutta.
$1,500 for first in the Calcutta. That'd be a nice payday for somebody.
Very nice payday.
$1,130 for second.
It's going to be a nice.
$753 for third. $365 for fourth. The player auction.
Yeah, that's just the Calcutta.
Yeah.
It's-
This game's going to come down to who can get them breaks, who can get some decent rolls, and especially with the handicap and the alternate breaks, it's going to be a shooters tournament, and also you got to get fortunate.
Yeah, the alternating break format in a short race, it definitely comes down to a lot of the breaks.
Yeah, you got to pocket balls, and you can't miss your makeable shots, especially in this field.
That puts Gene at 3-2.
So Gene now needs 3 to Beaker's 3.
What's the handicaps on this?
This was originally a 7 or a 6 to 5 race.
Gene going to 6.
Yes. It's crazy to have this kind of field in a little town out in the middle of nowhere in Benton, Illinois.
It's grown. Billy Jameson's done a good job of promoting it, getting it going.
Yeah, he has. Believe it or not, though, I mean, pool used to be really, really huge in this area. I mean, the Derby was originally held in this area.
Yeah, I mean, you're not talking very many miles away. You had the Johnson City, you had the World Championships, pro and amateur. And, I mean, this is pool player country. It's good that it's coming back.
For now.
Too loud on
It's getting a buzz or something. So, yeah. Hit him like for now.
I think it's serious. You got nothing to say, Louis? That's odd.
It's not that I have nothing to say. I have nothing, I guess, pertinent to the game to say. I'm not the pool player here, guys. I'm just the one that has the fancy stick and the fancy case and don't know what to do with it.
That makes about 5% of the game right there. It's a good billiard.
That's a great shot.
Nothing quite as fancy as that 5-piece cue you have, though, Mickey.
You'd be surprised you could sell that thing. Somebody don't know anything for a couple $100. I mean, it's not as nice as the one that turns into a cane.
Collectors, classics.
The cane unscrew the head of the cane and it breaks the nipple cue.
I don't know how much that's coming through the phone.
tell now?
Can't hear you at all. Huh?
We've got a good delay here. Yeah, so I could like say beep, and they'd have a chance to beep it out.
I just heard we got good delay here.
So with a delay like this, then what you're saying is we could probably
Because you're beep.
we could probably play some Jeopardy and get the answers right, and do some side betting on the answers, and
You definitely got time to Google the answer.
Google search the answer. Drop a 50 spot on the side on who's going to win this game.
You know, with a delay like this, I'd feel comfortable Googling the answers in a presidential debate.
Well, Mickey's a Googleizer. Him and Zoolander.
I did attend a school for those that can't read good but want to read good and other things too.
What is this, a school for ants? Gene ought to be gone here.
Say something.
That's all I needed.
That's all you needed.
I've got a delay on you. It won't stream just quite like we wanted to.
For those listening at home, it's also amateur karaoke night here at the train wreck. Or is it a train wreck listening to some of the people sing? I'm not sure.
More of my singing.
Guys, is it under Trainwreck or is it under Billy Jamerson? What's the side of it?
It's under, if you go to OnCue Billiards on Facebook, make sure you put the space in between them, and you're going to see, you're looking for that logo. Because there's several different OnCues.
Well, can I get you to do it?
Yes,
I'm not a computer.
certainly.
Hell, I don't even have Facebook myself. That's my wife's Facebook.
Right. That puts Gene on the hill, doesn't it? Speaking of aliens,
It's funny that they chose me to do the commentary for a pool tournament. It's kind of like having Steven Seagal teach a kindergarten class.
everybody knows that the only kindergarten teacher was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's not a tumor.
Not a tumor.
Chris Austin, I seen you just try to call me, but I'm at the booth, so it's kind of hard for me to answer the phone at the moment.
You probably just want to.
Randy Jr., Rick Rankin.
Okay, it's good.
3.
You just got a delay.
Rick Rankin, she's pretty strong.
Having some minor technical difficulties. We're trying to get these things ironed out before ESPN has us do our broadcasting for them.
Does that again. This main camera angle, the signal dies. All you do is click that to reset it. There's one button to reset the signal. Okay. But the overhead one, big crashes.
Gene's got a shot here to put him away, I believe.
Is this the deciding shot?
I think it's for the set.
I'm not real sure, but yeah, Gene's got 5. So.
Bill Wilkes,
And it still does.
Table 4.
Who?
Yes.
survived that game.
Beaker lives to fight another day.
Are they on the rubber?
No, Beaker needs 2 and Gene needs 1.
Ivy said that.
Hey, Steve Cruz.
I said it is that already.
Get rid of a buzz.
Oh.
And create a buzz.
Don't you normally want to get a buzz?
You know what?
I
Once in a while, I'll get a dehumidifier and a humidifier, put them in the same room, and let them battle it out.
for
See if I can get.
for our friends back in the Evansville, Indiana area, Bob just said something that I never thought I would hear him say. He's trying to get rid of a buzz instead of getting buzzed. Bob, are you okay today? Are you feeling well?
I don't know. I'm feeling great. It's the greatest day of my life.
I thought that was yesterday. Yesterday was Friday.
Yesterday was Friday. I love me some Free Pool Friday. There's nobody going to deny that. Anybody who's ever met me knows it doesn't get any better than that.
Hey, Bob, I'm curious, though. What would you do if I just punched you right in the nose?
I was laughing about it, right?
Little inside joke there. First time I ever met Bob, I walked into a bar in Evansville, Indiana by the name of Bob's Lounge. I was wearing a suit and tie, which apparently is not proper attire for the establishment. And Bob asked me if I was a police officer, asked me if I was a federal agent, then asked me what I would do if he punched me right in the nose. Crazy guy.
As it turns out, I never found out what he would do.
That's
was a
probably
good
good for
time.
both of us.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, this doesn't look too bad.
Brady's gonna be real mad when I sing the song tomorrow.
Putting the white ball in the pocket, playing pool the way I do it.
Yeah, it's never a good thing for the cue ball to go in. Gene don't have a whole lot of trouble here. Hi, Roger White.
My day just got better with a cold Miller Lite.
Was that a plug?
That was a plug. I'm hoping they'll send me a lifetime supply. We have an incredible 13 listeners hearing my advertisements and promotions. Speaking of promotions, we should probably list some of the sponsors for this this tournament. And those sponsors are Red Tally's Automotive Detailing in Benton, Illinois, where you get your shine on. This tournament proudly hosted by the new Trainwreck. First time here. It's actually a pretty cool bar. What do you think, Mickey?
Yes, it is a very nice place.
And our other sponsors, Jamerson Auto Sales Incorporated in Benton, Illinois. Check them out on the web, www.jamerson-auto.com. And Keith Clow Chiropractic in Mount Vernon, Illinois. For problems bending over for that shot, just see Keith. He'll take care of you.
That's funny, Smitty.
By the way, Mickey, I don't know if you know this, but I designed those ads.
Nice.
I'm multi-talented. I'm not just funny,
You done
not
a
just
great-
funny looking.
You done a great job. We got
I got some Photoshop skills too.
a good match coming up on the TV table here. We got Will Freeman and Jabruk. Will Freeman's one of the top players in here, going to 8, and Jabruk's going to 5.
So what are they doing now? Are they just getting ready to get started this match?
Yes.
Who are the two players?
Will Freeman, who's dropping the balls, he goes to 8.
Okay, cool.
And Jabruk goes to 5. Will Freeman actually split last night's $50 buy-in time. This should be a really good match.
So Smitty Lancaster says between Bob and Nate, there's going to be a lot of alcohol missing from this place by the end of the night.
I don't think it's going to be missing. I think everybody knows where it's going to be.
Yeah, we know exactly where it's going.
It's Miller time, folks.
And speaking of alcohol, I am enjoying this delicious, cold Miller Lite. And in case anybody at Miller Lite is listening, I wouldn't mind having a lifetime supply.
I knew he was going to go somewhere with that eventually.
Hey guys, come on. I'm not getting paid for doing this job. I might as well get some free beer out of the deal, right?
I agree.
I thought you didn't drink beer.
I didn't say I don't
Something.
drink beer. I just said I don't drink beer often.
Oh, I'm on
But
here.
when I do,
There's no doubt.
I choose
What?
Miller Lite.
You know what? This is Randy Reed with some auxiliary commentary.
I just wanted to say hi to Ziggy Hammond.
Hey, I know that guy.
I've read about him in bathrooms all across the tri-states.
I think he's calling now. All right, the match is underway. So our silliness, while fun, takes a back seat to actual action.
Yeah, I like Jabruk scratched on the break here. Hey, Dad's watching.
That's why I said hi, dummy.
Well, there's my dad. Welcome, Thomas Hammond.
So this is the guy that I'm going to meet in the finals, right?
Bob, is that your story? Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, the rest of this story is still unwritten, so maybe it'll get there. All right. This is something that you don't get to see every day.
Okay, guys, sorry for the delay. That was my ex-wife calling me on the phone. That's going to call for an extra drink.
I think so. I think we're going to see something pretty good here.
Yeah, I can't tell if that 2-9 goes in the corner or if
I don't think the
2-4
9 goes from here, but I can tell you what, as long as he
You know,
gets a good hit, he might be able to come off on the other side.
What's that?
Speaking of ex-wives, I've been missing my ex-wife. But my aim is improving.
Mike Dunklin, Adam Clark.
So you almost got him hid behind that 3, but as it turns out, he's got a window, and I think he can do something with this.
Yeah, he can definitely see it.
I like to call that a backdoor safety.
Is that also called
Not
whoops?
certain how safe that ball is.
Well, there's degrees of safety all the time.
Looks like we're accumulating some of our Evansville crowd watching.
I think that the peanut gallery is rooting for someone here. And we try to stay absolutely impartial when we're commenting on a game. But, oh, look at that shot.
We're hovering at around 12 to 13 live viewers. If we get 3 or 4 more people...
I don't believe that I was being partial. I was just being
What
right.
do you think, Mickey?
Well, I don't know about that. We're up to 14.
14? If we get up to 20, we could have enough for... No, it'd have to be
It'd be
like
close.
20,000 for Donald Trump, wouldn't
Mike
it?
Dunklin, Adam Clark. Gotta get to the table.
Yeah, I don't see Will having any trouble finishing this rack out.
I agree. The table's pretty wide open, and he's a good shooter.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the level of play that I see here with a lot of people today. I wish that I could play half as good as some of these people.
There's definitely some great players here today, Lee.
You wish you could play as 10th a good as half of these players.
Thanks, man.
Hey, I beat you earlier.
Only once.
I think she let me win, honestly, guys.
Oh, miles.
He made it out of that rack safe and sound.
For those who don't know, we're broadcasting live from Benton, Illinois at the Trainwreck Bar. My name is Louis Campbell. My partner in crime today is Mickey Hammond. Mick the Stick.
Mick the Stick.
I thought it was Sticky Mickey.
Sticky Mickey, that works.
I'm not so sure I like that one as much.
It's called Soap and Water, Mickey.
So Will's up 1-0 here, so Will needs 7 and Jabruk still needs 5.
That's a nice break.
Yeah, it was a really good break.
Yeah.
Well, Josh Jackson, I'm glad my name is not Mike. However, coincidental, that is my brother's name.
How many brothers do you have?
I have 2 brothers, TJ and Michael.
2 brothers.
2 sisters. TJ's here with us
2 brothers
today.
and 2 sisters?
Yes.
So there were 3 girls and 2 boys?
Exactly.
I'll let those of you at home who are mathematically challenged get some pen and paper out and figure that one out.
Will's got a tough shot here to get on the 6. Oh, he missed a 5 trying to get back to the 6. Left it pretty wide open for Jabruk here.
So talk to us a little bit about the strategy here, Mickey. As everybody knows, I'm 9-ball challenged. So is it something that if you don't think you can get out from a situation, do you kind of lay up early and maybe tie stuff up for later in the game, or do you just take a stab and hope to get there?
Well, I never try to tie anything up unless I absolutely have to. But yeah, obviously, if the shot is harder than the safe, then you want to take the safe.
Well, this would be a good opportunity to talk a little bit more about the tournament as a whole. How many players do we have total?
We got 32 players, which is a full field today.
All right. According to Pat, you've got 31 and me.
I wouldn't go as far as saying that. It is a handicapped event, so players of all skill levels can compete fairly today.
That's some anyone can win kind of stuff right there.
That's kind of what it's saying.
I want to send a thank you out to a special person at home, Christina, for the awesome commentary that we're getting and then the coaching.
Looks like we have a score of 2-1. Will Freeman, Will going to 8, so he still needs 6, and Jabruk was going to 5. But so score's 2-0. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is a sound check. Can anybody at home hear me?
How about on this side, Pat? Should be the same. Kyle Hargis, welcome. We missed you today.
If it sounds like we're whispering, it's because of the amazing acoustics in the room, actually. I'm going to blame it on anything other than my professionalism or lack thereof.
Then you would make a good pool player.
Well, maybe not a good one.
Sounds like pretty good sound coming through there. I heard yours real good. I'll move the boom a little closer to my mouth, see if it'll help.
I've never known that you'd have that kind of trouble before.
I knew I opened myself up for something there.
In case anybody at ESPN or Miller Lite happen to be listening, guys at ESPN, this is my official audition. My name is Louis Campbell. And Miller Lite guys, I love your beer. Please send me some.
Whenever they're braking, try to do the overhead. Once the brake stops, give it a few seconds and switch backs.
Well,
that was
that's
nice.
that makes the score 2-1. So it's now a 6-4 race. Hey Kyle, this is Mickey, and we've got Louis Campbell here with us. We got the stream sponsored from OnCue Billiards out of Evansville, Indiana.
This tournament partially brought to you by OnCue Pool League in Evansville, Indiana. If you guys haven't checked them out, you need to. Some really good guys playing some really good pool and having a lot of fun. Mickey, if I'm not mistaken, you have something to do with the pool league, don't you?
I do. We have a BCA pool league we run through OnCue. We do have a professional instruction through OnCue as well, and we do a lot of different pool stick work, tips. You know, we can make shafts and wraps and all kinds of stuff like that.
Chuck Dumper, Victor Hargis, table 4.
Hey, thanks, Kyle.
Got a lot of people on here wishing you luck today, Mickey.
Yeah, Kyle's a great pool shooter. He's from this area. He actually won this event last time they had it, but unfortunately he's got to work today. Yeah, he's in a tough spot here, Louis.
Yeah, it does not look like an easy shot at all.
Oh. Yeah, it's a tough break getting behind that 7 ball. Or 9 ball.
Yeah.
Well, that makes the score 2-2, so it's now a 6-3 race. Hey guys, make sure you share the stream to your Facebook page. So maybe if other people's interested, they can get on there and watch. You can also go to OnCue Billiards on Facebook and watch it live.
Live. Oh, that's right, we are. We are live. Live from the train wreck in Benton, Illinois.
This is the first streaming that we OnCue's done, so we've had a little bit of difficulty, but overall I think it's running pretty smooth.
It sure is a lot of fun.
It is fun.
I still say that we need to add a John Madden skadoodle to this so that I can draw on the pool table, on the overlay. Not that I know what I would be drawing.
Well, I was wondering what you would draw.
I would draw little flowers and little bunny foo-foo. But, you know, for when you guys get a commentator who actually knows about the game of pool more than me.
They can draw the lines. Looks like Jabruk has pocketed a ball, but he's hooked behind the 8. There's an old saying about being behind the 8 ball, Louis. That's what you're talking about.
That's it right there?
That's it right there, being behind the 8.
I learn so much from you every time we hang out.
Well, I don't know if it's useful information. And I guess he's actually behind the 2. But the 8 is an obstacle as well.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
That was a tough shot to try.
Yeah, he was in a tough spot, and he's left a wide open table for Will Freeman.
You look so little and sit next to him.
Huh?
You look little sitting next to him.
Oh. I am relatively little next to him. And that's not a shot at you, Louis.
I'm not sure, guys. People at home, that I think Mickey's over here telling fat jokes about me.
And his name's Little Louis, too.
Yeah. Only my family calls me Little Louis.
I just called you Little Louis.
We might be related.
I mean, I'm from Kentucky. Everybody's related.
Yeah, that was a tough shot to get back to the 7 ball there. He's left himself where he has to bank it or play safe.
Oh.
And he banked it. He banked it like it was straight in.
Yeah. Mick, you might want to ask him how to shoot that shot.
That
Yeah,
nice.
He definitely hit it really well. What's that, Louis? 3-2 now? I think that's correct.
I believe so.
Yeah, Will has 3 and Jabruk has 2.
Dude, I called you about that 2 years ago.
Yeah, Bob was wanting $1,800 for it.
Get on my page so I can battle and my phone broke earlier. Showing a picture of Adeline, probably co-son.
Yeah, for me, I ordered that 20 years ago. So did
the guy up on that song collection for St. Louis. Hey, his name was Little Joe. Up in St. Louis.
You can't tell him, but somebody more than one little Joe in this world.
Don't even try to tell him.
Don't try to tell
I'm the
him.
only fucking one. You can't walk into a place like me and everybody knows you. You know what I'm saying?
That means it's got to be worth a couple $100.
What's my name, Mick? I don't work too. I'll take that too. No, I don't.
Get it from Bob, at least 1,000.
Exactly. You're saving. You're saving almost $1,200.
Or he'll just sit on it like the other 25 trees now.
Had a little bit of difficulty, but we're working to get it going back here again.
Well, you went and bought that collection, didn't you?
I went out and I bought the song collection out of St. Louis. It had 138 songs. And the collection out in West Virginia had
Just a few technical difficulties today.
Yeah, it's not bad for the first stream, live stream that we've done. It's turning out pretty good.
I guess it's not as easy as those guys over at ESPN make it look like, having multiple camera views. And
They do make it look easy.
you ever heard the story whenever I was on camera at an ESPN professional pool match?
I think I missed that one.
I was in the audience.
He's in the audience.
They zoomed right in on me. My jaw gaping open, my mouth gaped wide open. I think it was because Allison Fisher was shooting. She had to reach really far across the table, and my jaw just dropped to the floor.
Is that what it was? Well, Will played a really good safe there, and it worked out. It got him ball in hand with a pretty simple table. So if Will gets out here, it'd be 4-2 Will at that point. Will will need 4, and his opponent, Jabruk, will need 3. That was a nice straw stroke right there.
That was beautiful.
Stephanie Coe, I'm not sure what you're asking.
We have Stephanie asking, how do you run the patterns?
Yeah, I'm not real sure what she means by that.
I don't think she's talking about sewing.
Probably not.
It must be something to do with pool.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Stephanie. Well, every shot's going to differ. I mean, it just depends on where the balls are located at. You know, a lot of people choose to use low English, where others use high. You know, the big key to 9 ball is having the right angle to get to the next shot. But you have to shoot the lowest numbered ball first at all times in 9 ball.
What would you do on this shot right here, Mickey?
What's he shooting at here? The 1 ball?
Yes.
Well, he's got a cup wobbage. He can try to bank the 1 ball cross side, or he can just shoot it into the rail and let the cue ball will come back up behind that ball beside. Oh, and the cue ball's down here, isn't it? Oh, yes. I thought the cue ball was up by the 6. Looks like he can still play it safe. He can shoot the 1 into the combo over there, or he can roll up on top the 6 and shoot the 1 straight down to the rim.
Looks like he's going to shoot that 1 off the 6 into the. Is that the 8?
Yeah, he looks like he's definitely aiming for that combination. I think he plays safe on that. There we go. Hey, Doug. I mean, it looks like he can see the 1 ball, but he don't have a direct open shot at it. Probably try to. Well, that was a really good
nice
bank shot.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be taller. I just started smoking when I was in Buffalo. No, my mom's 4'10", so on my mom's side of the family, up until the great grandchildren, I was the tallest. My niece is 5.
See, Billy Jamerson is on, and one of the main guys responsible for this tournament. Bill, you're put on a real good tournament today.
By 3 inches. Because you can just put them wherever you want.
And then I married a woman that's 5'9".
Now, do you have children, that woman?
Yeah.
So they're going to be giant?
Yeah, they should be. Her 7-year-old is very old.
Now this leave on the 6 is interesting.
I have a feeling because my older two have a different father than my youngest, and my ex-husband is 5'6". He says 5'9". I would say he's like 5'8", maybe. Yeah, but
He's left himself with a bank shot here, hasn't he?
Yep.
And in a tough position to get back on the 7 from this bank shot.
and I have a feeling that my youngest daughter and my son are going to be
Looks like the cue ball's got to travel 3 rails around the table. He might be able to go 2 rails down by the other side pocket.
my 13-year-old son just now passed me that. He's like 5'5". At 13. Which isn't, I mean, that's normal. It can be normal for boys.
And he opted for a safety.
Are you from here? No. I'm from Illinois.
Yep.
Because the hammock is half a girl, so you have to,
Yeah.
when you say Mount Vernon, I have to,
It was a tough call to make.
I just assumed Illinois.
Yeah.
He would have liked to have been closer to that 8 ball, I'm sure.
Sure,
That's
yeah.
what,
I think we'll go for this.
you know, Nate in the game.
Yeah.
Just to tell me.
Mm.
He's giving me the 411 on how
Well, he went for it. Not so much the way it went, but it worked out.
That's the beautiful thing about 9 ball.
Yes.
57-64.
I also got a speed ticket going through that fucking speed trap when you come right outside Mount Vernon and it drops down right there. But since I was in CNC, the police officer didn't go for it, so it's like I wouldn't have even written you a ticket if I would have known you know. And
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say he's probably going to get out here.
I wasn't
It looks like it, yeah.
that's why I switched to a 4-cylinder.
Some nice shooting.
Either way, it's hard to try to do it inside all the way down.
Okay, folks. This tournament in Benton, Illinois today brought to you by Red Tallies Automotive Detailing, the new train wreck, Jamerson Auto Sales, and Keith Clow Chiropractic. And of course, let's not forget, OnCue Pool League, Evansville, Indiana. The next level in the league. It's a sanctioned BCA pool league. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, you ought to. Getting ready for this next game.
Just like we could play.
All right. Not a bad break. Gotta get around the 2 to hit the 1 there. And he should be out from this here. That's a nice run out. Oh, I called it too soon. I kind of feel like Steve Williams. You know? You know, after hearing that last train go by, I understand why they call this the train wreck bar. Pocketed the cue ball on that break.
Are you over here by yourself? he's gonna have to get a combo on the 5 ball and then get shapes as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably not what he was looking for there.
See if he plays it safe on this one. He did play it safe.
I think you can see that 5 ball though. Looks like it.
I don't know. No, I don't think you can see the 5. He's gonna jump it.
I'm sorry, the 3.
Pulling out the jump cue for this one, I believe.
I should have known better what's the Roberts
He made a good hit, but this is dangerous. I believe this guy can get out from here.
How'd you play go? Yeah, 500. Yeah, this is medicine. I can't take any medicine. I'll take it so I can fly.
He's a little tougher on the 5 than what he wanted to be.
I believe that's the 3 ball. It's kind of hard to see on our screen.
You are right. It is 3 ball. He made it look easy, though.
Yep.
Straight in on the 9. Easy. Do you know what the race is now? Is it a race to 2 now?
Now a 3-2 race. Will needing 3 to win the match.
Be broadcasting from O'Brien's next week. Is it broadcasting? I didn't know if they're doing it or not. Are we broadcasting? Are we broadcasting?
You know, also we're going to be broadcasting live next Saturday from Evansville, Indiana, when a young pro from the area is going to be playing. Yeah, Skylar's going to be playing at Evansville next week.
At O'Brien's?
At O'Brien's, yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll be broadcasting from there. I believe the purpose of the tournament and the event is to raise money for Skylar's mom to visit him when he plays in the Moscone Cup.
Yep, to watch him play. Got to have Mama there for support.
Yeah.
Got to always have to have your biggest fan there, right?
Mom is always the biggest fan, right?
And that's a true story. You should see me at any of my kids' ball games. I'm fairly obnoxious as it is, so I mean, my kids are going, "Mom, be quiet." Oh no.
Oh.
Bad roll there.
Tough roll.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
JoJo, Jeff Stelling, table 2.
All he's got to do is make balls at this point.
I thought that was the objective on every game.
Well, this one's pretty wide open.
Yeah. Connect the dots. Yep.
Connect the dots, yeah. Little Louie is a little bit of a smart butt.
Droop's a doctor also.
Pardon?
He's a doctor.
Looks like the doctor was in the house on this one.
I believe now it's a race to 2. Is that correct?
No, I believe it's over.
It's over.
The
Oh.
group won that one.
Wow. Hey guys, be sure to check out our advertisers and sponsors for this event. OnCue Pool League in Evansville, Indiana. You can check them out at oncuebilliards.net. Some good guys running that league in Evansville. This tournament hosted at the new train wreck in Benton, Illinois. Sponsored also by Red Tally's Automotive Detailing. Get your shine on at Reds.
Our next match is Mickey Hammond and Chuck. And Mickey's a 7 and Chuck is a 6.
It'd be a close match, maybe. Guys, also Jamerson Auto Sales in Benton, Illinois, and Keith Cloak Chiropractic in Mount Vernon, Illinois, sponsors for this event. Sorry for the continued technical difficulties we're having.
I blame it on the operator.
I blame it on Hillary.
I blame it on the alcohol.
I'm telling you, the instructions for how to do this were in an email, and it got deleted.
You know, those darn emails, how they delete. They delete themselves, I believe.
They delete themselves. It's like Snapchat.
Yeah.
Not that I know anything about that. I'm way too old to know about Snapchat. My kids remind me all the time how old I am.
Mine do as well. Especially since I had a birthday about a little over a week ago. So it's been real recent how old I am.
That was a nice break with a tough leave on the 1, it looks like to me.
How is it a nice break when you got a tough leave on the 1? He may push.
Well, you know, that's why I'm not a professional pool player. I'm sorry, I was confusing balls on a table.
Yeah. And then played Brian again. Same thing. Got down, shot, had
If the number of our viewers is any commentary on how good of a job we're doing, we should probably not quit our day jobs.
Well, I don't have a day job, so I'm good to go.
Okay? Me either.
And I love the sound of my own voice, so, I mean, you know.
I've done radio broadcasting before. That was kind of fun. I got into radio work because my mother. She told me I had a good
Mickey
face for radio.
made a decent shot on that ball.
That's our buddy right there, Mickey Hammond. Not that we're partial or anything, but we hope he wins.
Is it Mick the Stick or Sticky Mick?
I guess it depends on how well you know him.
Well, his wife Heather told me he may be a little sticky every now and then. Easy. I can't decide whether I want to watch the screen or the actual pool table. Mickey got a little tough on that 6. Did he get the roll?
Got a good hit and beautiful
Decent lead,
safety.
too.
Nice safety.
I can see you being one. This little son of a bitch.
Be interesting to see what his opponent does with this shot. It's looking like a 1-rail kick, but it's a tight squeeze in there.
Oh, that
just
was
barely missed
really
it.
close.
I think that was a good match. I like that. I believe it or not, I like it. I don't care how much I got invested in it. I like it where if I don't play this and get a little lucky too, I don't win. Hey, I like being just like, that's what it's supposed to be. Well, that's the way, the way it was. I mean, I don't think you can play something else. They gotta play. It's like me. I gotta play good and get a little lucky. I like that pressure. That's what'll get me again, man. It's little matches like that.
I think maybe Mickey got a little nervous on that shot. Sorry, Mickey. I didn't mean to call you Nicky. I hope you'll forgive me.
He's still a little safe, though. At least he didn't leave him straight in. Mickey once told me not to take retarded strokes because he says my stroke looks retarded. So maybe he should take his own advice.
Well, according to the Democrats, retarded isn't even a word anymore.
Oh, wow.
We're supposed to say something along the lines of
retard?
Challenged.
Challenged?
Challenged, yes.
Okay.
Challenged strokes.
So my Kentucky's going to come out right now when I say this, but I ought not to say retarded.
You ought not.
I ought not.
Get an over-the-top view here for this break. Robert Darling and Patrick Akers set up the cameras for today's event. I think they've done a really good job.
They did very well. They are the kings of the live stream.
Mickey's trying to figure out what he's going to do to get up at 1 and get over here for the 2 next.
He's playing
Maybe
safe.
decided to play safe.
He didn't get real safe, but he was attempting to play safe.
Have you seen their 4 losses though?
Easy. Sorry, I'm a little partial for the Hammond.
That's a tough one right there. Leaving Mickey with a shot like that could be this game could be over.
Wow. These valley pockets are very forgiving.
Made the shot, but lost the cue ball.
Not quite what he wanted to happen on that shot. This should be a fairly easy out.
Dave Myers, table 4.
One. And Mickey's given up a game. Wake up. My co-host is over here dozing.
3 hours of sleep last night, guys. Not because I was partying. I downloaded this new game on my iPhone. It was a DC comic book characters. Let me see what the name of the game is. Called DC Legends, and I can tell you, it's addictive. I'm a huge Superman fan, so...
There you go. I don't know if you're picking up the train from the train wreck, but we can hear it loud and clear. Are you seriously playing the game right now?
I am playing my DC Legends game on my iPhone right now. I love my iPhone, in case Tim Cook at Apple is listening, and I would love to have the new iPhone 7S.
I would love
iPhone 7 Plus.
My screen to work, because about an hour and a half ago it quit working. But that's what happens when you drop it repeatedly.
Yeah, it's
Even
not a
with
good
the case
idea to
on.
have your phone without a good case on it.
But the Maryland case was so cute. This looks like a fairly easy out as well.
Ooh. I may have sharked him a little bit because he missed that by about 6 inches.
By about 6 inches.
At least that's what she said. There you go, Mick. Let's ask Mick if he meant to do that.
Yeah, for those who couldn't hear, Crazy Bob's over there screaming, "That's how it's done, baby."
Hey, Mick, you planned that shot, right? Told you he meant to do that.
Every move that Mickey makes is calculated. He's like a ninja on the table.
Oh, that's my toe.
Sorry about that.
That's terrible.
It looked professional to me. It looked like he planned that from the get.
Let's get a look at this break here.
All right, Randy, let me take over for you a little bit.
He's the one playing the game.
Oh, I'll take over for you. Come on. Just give me a little time on a mic.
He was asleep 10 seconds ago.
Well, that's why I was getting a little tired.
Literally.
All right, this is Mickey Hammond shooting. Who's he playing?
Chuck something.
Chuck something. He's playing Chuck something. All right, I just took over for Louie. This is Robert Darling. And while I'm not very good at commentating, I've got the expert next to me. Her name is Rendy Reed. So she'll cover everything that I miss.
Which means the cue ball sitting on that 3 ball is
Yeah, I
looking
can't
a
say
little
that's
rough
the
right
best.
now.
Chuck's found himself hooked behind that.
Well, I can't even speak. I give up. I tried. 1 rail kick
To nothing.
for the 1 ball
All right,
that
well,
he missed.
very fortunate Mickey was to get that 9 ball in the last rack, but right now with ball in hand and a lot of balls open, I think he's
I
got
don't
a
know.
chance of doing something
Mick
here.
claims he meant to do that.
One of the key things I think in 9 ball that people don't talk about is that leave for the next ball, making sure you're on the right side of it. You hear this all the time, but you don't always get to see it very clearly.
Sit.
We'll switch a view over here so we can kind of catch some things. If you're on the right side, the ball wants to naturally move towards what you're trying to get to. So that's one of the beauties of position play. You don't necessarily have to be a world beater for making balls, as long as you can get to where you need to be. Now he rolled up here, and it looks like he's either going to have a combination that nobody likes to have.
A long
Might
run
wanna think
combination past the
defense.
side pocket. Yeah, that's a little ugly.
But, you know, Mickey comes up with some creative stuff from time to time. So
Let's see if he plays safe here.
Mickey and I play at Bob's Lounge a lot, and they play on diamond tables, which have really tight corner
I know
pockets.
these valley pockets are very forgiving. Very, very, very. Except for that side one. The side one's a little tough.
But it looks like he's taking it off center, so he's trying to bank this ball or play defense. I can't tell because I'm a newbie. Oh, okay. I have no idea what I'm talking about. He's trying the combo I thought he was trying originally. Looks like he's left more routine combo, but the key is trying to be able to get position for that
I think
7.
the 7 ball goes straight in the corner.
I don't think it makes it past that 8. I think he's going to have to combo it.
I
But-
think I'm looking at it. I think it make it. See, he's looking at it too.
Oh.
I think it may make it past the. It may make it past the 8 ball.
It might. It might.
Oh no, but he made a decent combo.
But he let the 7 ball go far enough that he's going to have a shot at it. But this is what I was talking about earlier. He's on what you call the wrong side of this ball. So the cue ball wants to go up table when you're trying to get it down table.
Bob, you've spent your whole life on the wrong side of the ball.
I tell you what, I'm on the wrong side of the bar most of the time. But
What's
the reason
he
he's
gonna do? You think
thinking
he'll
about
cut it, or you think he's going to bank this one?
he might bank it, but
It looks like he may cut
it looks like he'll bank it, but he's going to probably spin it and go all the way around table to make this cue ball move some distance.
I called the cut.
But look at this.
We got a one rail bank coming your way.
We absolutely have a one-rail bank here.
See if the bank is strong with this one.
Oh, I switched the views, and we had the best view already. Don't mess with success. Why fix what's not broken at the train wreck?
Oh, no.
What he's left himself with is the exact kind of cut that I never make, even accidentally.
See, I like this cut shot.
You like that cut shot?
I like that cut shot.
I tell you what, I spend my time positioning the cue ball just so I never have to take this, so I've never had practice at this particular shot.
Easy.
Apparently,
Slow down.
Mickey has played bad shape enough that he's gotten enough practice on that shot to get it done. While they're getting this between things, I want to let you guys know this is brought to you by the OnCue Pool League. It's the next level in league is what we say. And what we're trying to do with this league is bring some cool things to pool that aren't otherwise out there. Like this stream, everybody. We wouldn't have me and Randy here in your virtual world without OnCue Pool League.
I believe Mick's up 3-0, if I'm not mistaken.
They're still racking, and I can tell you about racking because I do that a lot. But instead, I'm going to talk to you about our sponsors a little bit more. Jamerson Auto Sales, your used car dealer in Benton. And Keith Chloe, I don't know, chiropractic. My back hurts just thinking about it. Back to the action, folks.
At your age, doesn't your back hurt all the time?
You know what? It's odd, but I don't have back problems very often. I don't know why. Maybe it is I have not worked hard enough in my life.
Or you drink enough that you just don't notice it.
What I have is problems standing when I drink too much.
You have no problem skipping when you drink too much, though. He pushed.
All right, there's a little bit of a...
Or a safety. One of those.
Yeah, I think he made a ball on the break, so I think that was probably just a safe, but it's hard to say.
I concur. I believe you are correct. And I don't admit it being wrong.
Mickey's got a
very
choice
easily.
here. I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing which is the next ball, but it's like he's going to one rail kick this, and
The two balls down here on the bottom of the table.
oh, that's the bottom. Yeah. You know, maybe I should look at the table instead of the screen.
Yeah,
He hit that so full that it came back into shape, so it's looking like that's going to open a little window for him. But the only problem with that is getting on that two ball is going to be a little bit tricky.
Just a little follow, and he won't have any problem getting on the two. Oh. Well, he can see it anyway. That's not necessarily how I would have shot it, but, you know.
For people who don't know how to play here, just do like me. Hit it hard and make that 9-ball roll. Because maybe it'll go somewhere. But for people who know how to play like Chuck does, why don't you just safety him and make sure Mickey doesn't have a shot?
When I played for Eric Canary for The Sopranos, every time I would get a coach, he would just say, hit it hard.
Oh, I tell you what. That's some wisdom that you just don't get every day. Thank you, Randy. I will say a nice safety is something that doesn't always get appreciated, but he's really taken a stab at something to get a good hit.
Ooh,
and just drain it like a boss. He just drained it like a boss. Like a boss. Speaking of which, the boss that I'm speaking of was Mickey Hammond, who just made that shot. And he is the boss of the OnCue Pool League, the next level in league. Back to the action. He made a kick like that. He kicks like Pele. He kicks like Pele and he leaves like my ex-wife. That's not bad, Mickey.
Stronger than Grandpa's toenail.
I'll tell you what, Grandpa's toenail was something to behold. I think Grandpa's toenail had the tensile strength of some
Superman's hair.
Superman's hair. We'll go with that. That's
Nate
extraneous. Yeah, it's extraneous commentary that's brilliant from my man Nate. I can't spot him more than one. I promise you that.
Hey, Nate, were you the highest rated player in this tournament today?
Depending on what kind of ranking. Yeah, as far as ranking, B&A, EA ranking now, 17th in the world.
One nice thing about the pool community is you can go and you can meet world champions. You can meet. You can go to the tiniest little bar in the middle of I
got beat my first round by 5. I got steamrolled 8-1. You know, it's come down to you make a ball on the break, you don't. 9 balls line up, and this format is
especially
really tough.
Especially when you've got a situation where you're talking about short races.
Right.
Because to even it out, I remember watching you in a match. What was it? About a year ago, it was Brent Stembridge, and it was like a race to 13 and
21.
Oh, really? 21. Yeah, I wasn't very good at counting.
He was probably drunk.
But what you're seeing here with 5 and 7s, number of games and all of that, luck becomes a bigger factor than in something with a longer
especially
race.
In 9-ball. Especially in 9-ball.
Especially in a format where you have alternate breaks.
Yeah, and alternate breaks, yeah, that makes a huge difference.
I mean, a guy puts, you run 3 good racks on a guy, you know, he gets up there and makes a 1-9 combo, and then leaves you, gets another 9-ball combo, that 3-game lead, all of a sudden you're down, you're down 5.
Oh, yeah.
You're down 5-3, and you run 3 racks, and they miss, you know.
But it's not often that you get to talk to a champion from Vegas in the Valley League.
There's a lot of champions in here, though. A lot of great players.
As it turns out, that's the beauty of pool. You can come to Benton, Illinois, which, I'm not saying anything bad about Benton. Apparently, Benton is a hub for great play. But
When they're breaking, I like the overhead. I didn't know if you want to. I didn't know how long that's been on there either.
I've been switching things like you wouldn't believe.
I'm just trying to keep.
As far as commentary is concerned here, we can't say we're professionals yet, but what we can say is we're trying. This doesn't look like a terrible. I probably shouldn't have commented on that. It ended up being terrible, but Mickey's not exactly given the best shot for the 9 out of this situation. Hey, someone here who knows how to play pool, why don't you put a headset on and tell me a little bit about a concept called the pro side, missing on the pro side. People have told me about this, and I'm usually better at talking than I am listening. So why don't we have someone come on here who can tell me about missing on the pro side?
Mickey make that twice.
Did he get out? So we're joined here by Nate, and nobody knows how to pronounce his last name. They say Magaha, Magahe. Yeah, well, I'll let him say it.
You miss like if you went, people talk about missing to the pro side. They're if you're cutting ball back, I mean, if you hit the inside of the pocket.
When you say the inside, which side are you talking about? Describe it by the corner of the screen that they're looking at.
All right, like if you're cutting the ball in the back left corner. Like from the head string right now, that'll be the back left corner. If you're cutting in that left corner and you say your cue ball's where it's at now, and you have a ball that's a foot away from that corner, you want to hit it to the side rail, not that back rail.
So you want to come off on the. You want to, if you air to miss, you want to air to miss,
Right.
not on the end rail, but on the side rail.
Right.
And why is that?
Because your cue ball will come back down table, and if you do miss the ball, it'll come off the side rail and leave the object ball closer to the middle of the rail.
So you get distance and not necessarily have a
Right.
good cut.
If you miss it to the inside of the pocket, it's a good time. It's a good chance of it hitting the tit, double and hanging in front of the pocket.
Yes, he did just say tit, folks, on live streaming. But, you know, in pool, everything has a little bit of a sexual overtone.
That's right.
And that's what happens when you
I didn't touch anything.
sit down and comment with me or commentate with me, because the sexual tension is palpable. These are jokes, folks.
It's only palpable between
They're just breaking the
mate and
balls,
mom.
man. They're just breaking the balls.
No, that's right. Everything in pool's that way, you know. Everybody's got to stroke their shaft and miss off the tits and make their balls. I think this game right here. Well, never mind. Oh, so he was making the 9 ball on purpose to put it spotted.
Yeah, he was sewed up on the 1 ball, so he went ahead and fired the 9 in to make Mickey get out, as opposed to having
And because of the 1 and the what was that the 3? Because the 1 and the 3 are kind of tied up.
Yeah, the 1 and I think it's probably the 5.
No,
it might be the 3. It's hard to tell. Yeah, the 1 and 3. It's 1 and 3 tied up.
The person who taught me how to play pool is colorblind, so that explains my problem.
So he shot the gray ball.
He shot the gray ball, yeah. Oh, that's
He's
pretty
aiming
funny.
at that light gray one there.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
He shot a good save there.
Yeah, I mean, basically, he's prevented pretty much any out here, so there needs to be a little more strategic at this point.
Downfall to, I mean, you can't let him get a ball in hand with the 9 in front of the hole, but when you do get him ball in hand, you put him in a position where you can shoot another lockup.
You at least get back to the table.
Yeah, when you have the cue ball in hand, it's just power. You know, that's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
Now that was a really nice kick. He comes back with a little spin to get.
Yeah, that was a nice hit there.
One nice thing about being able to comment on some of this stuff is having an expert sitting with you, because he can explain things in ways that I'm not able to. And
they're forgiving, but they're not that forgiving on that shot. But
yeah, I tell you what, everybody talks about valley tables having corner pockets that are like buckets. Well, I will say this:
it can be a curse in the same sense, because
makes you try stuff.
I usually play just nothing but 9 footers, and you can't miss it. You can't miss it by an eighth of an inch. So when you go to a looser table, it makes you kind of loosen your game up.
Yeah.
Instead of aiming for center of pocket, a lot of times people aim for a third of the pocket.
Or you cheat one side or the other to try to get more lever.
And they think that it's kind of downfall to a lot of people's games, that you have to stay down farther, but they are very forgiving though.
I will say, the side pockets of a valley, though, they are the bane of my existence.
I think he shot another.
Want some, get some, baby.
Yeah, but he knocked the 2 in though.
Oh, hey, well, there you go.
I think he's going to pull out the jump here.
We're not sponsored by this, but if this is Mickey jumping, then he uses a Predator. I'm just kidding, folks. We got real sponsors we can talk about, but he does like that jump cue. I can vouch for it, because he's jumped me with it. And, woo, kill me dead.
He can hit him good, no doubt.
Now tell us a little bit about the strategy of jumping a ball. What is the aiming points, or is there just some little tidbit?
Well, that's a nice hit there. A lot of people go for the just for the hit. I mean, there's a strategy in jumping, just like in any other shot. If you, it's just like a regular shot. A lot of people seem to get too high elevated, which, anytime that your stick is elevated, it decreases your chances of making the ball. But I mean,
now that right there,
you
he
should-
makes a good bank, but he's not got shape again. So out comes the jump stick
Right,
again, or is
right.
this a kick?
This will probably be a jump. I don't know. He's pretty close to the 8. He's on the 3 though, so he might be shooting. He might just kick it in. 3's in front of the hole. Come off the side cushion, I think.
I tell you what, when I kick, it's like a 9-year-old who's never played soccer before, you know?
And every one of these tables play different, you know. So, but he should make. I think he'll make this.
I remember I was in
A little wide.
I remember when I was in grade school, I watched some, I don't know, scientific-y thing that said the angle of incidence equals the angle of reflections. And while that sounds great, as it turns out, I don't think it counts in pool because I've seen things that happen that they don't look like they're physically possible.
It's a fickle game, and it's a game of absolute precision. It's like talking about the jumps. I mean, if you get your stick level enough, you don't get elevated too high, then you can aim for. I mean, you can soft stroke a jump shot. You can.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they let it fly off the table and go crazy.
A lot of people shoot real hard.
Look at that shot.
That's a good break out there. That's a good hit to get it open up his 5. He should be out here.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty wide open table. This looks like the kind of table that everyone says I should run out.
Right.
And I never do, but I think Mickey might be able to pull it off. Where are we at in the race, do you know?
I don't know. I think Mickey's got him 4
3?
to 2.
Okay.
3 or 4 to 2. He's got a couple. Mickey's got a couple good rolls on that 9. But
I saw that one in the corner pocket. That thing was
and he just made that 9
something to watch.
He just made that 9 ball 2 rails on the other one.
That shot right there, I see a lot of people do differently. They try to hold the ball and make a little tough cut or whatever, but he went all the way across the table and just stroked it clean.
Right. Hit it good. The thing about these tables is you don't have to leave yourself. I mean, they're smaller tables, bigger pockets. Leave yourself distance. You don't need to get yourself too close to your work on these tables. Because, I mean, a guy's not supposed to miss this shot right here, you know.
That is famous last words. Oh, hey,
Good shot.
Now I will point out here.
Yeah, Mickey's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that guy's got like 1, 2, 5 to 2. So Mickey needs to go to. I think Mickey's giving him a game.
This will be a good time to talk about something other than what we're talking about. Let's talk about the place that's hosting this tournament. It's the new train wreck. It's hard to find on the GPS sometimes, but by God, once you get here, it's a hell of a time.
Pretty cool.
And Red Tally's Automotive Detailing. If your car's dirty, it won't be after Red Tally gets a hold of it.
I'll tell you what, my car was in just shambles. I take it down to Red Tally's. You wouldn't even recognize it. I took a Buick, and whenever I got out of there, it was a Porsche. I mean,
I tell you, that's not too bad right there.
It was awesome. Could not beat him.
We just got joined by a future opponent that I'm going to have, maybe the next match. I don't know. His name's Pat Akers. And I had to spend about 17 hours of the ride here talking to this guy. And while I do most of the talking, he would just chime in every once in a while telling me that not only am I the worst player here, but it's not even close.
Not even close.
And I'm going to tell you what. He might just have to pay for those words.
The best commentator, though, hands down.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I'm only as good as my partner.
Oh, he missed the 9.
Oh, he got that 9 ball to roll a little bit. Was he trying for that 9 ball?
Yeah, he's shooting a carom on it, I think.
That's the kind of thing that I think once the balls start moving, maybe my attention span gets lost, and I don't necessarily know what he's trying for because it's, I don't know, colored balls moving, you know.
You can pretty well count. If your 9 ball's pretty close to the ball, if you got a good carom shot, they're going to roll them on these.
Just at least let it go and see if something gets good.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not a wide open table, you have a decent shot, people are going to go for it on a lot of.
And he's got kind of a tough situation here. It's not the easiest thing in the world.
Nah, he's thinking he's probably going to shoot that 2 on that 7. Slow roll it. He banks it. Look at this shot.
Oh, he banks? Oh, and look at the rough roll. There's no justice in this world.
There's no justice.
The real no justice is I've got to leave you folks because I got to go beat Pat Akers. Ah, they're calling for me. Nate, can you handle this?
I'll do it. I'll give it my best.
It's all on you now.
All right, I can do it.
Louis coming back.
Yeah, we're gonna play here on the table 3.
Oh, Mickey with a close kick there.
You got 5 minutes to report? Sorry, man.
Left him a kind of a tough spot. If he can fire that 3 in the side, he should be able to get out. Here's at the 5 ball. That's 3. Ooh.
You ain't got enough time to go eat.
Oh. Neither one of them won it. Some games, neither one of them won it. It's a good bank.
Nice bank.
He's made some good shots. He's got some bad rolls. Mickey's got a few good rolls. That's what this game comes down to, though. Should be textbook here. Come back across the 7. Can't see. All right, there's a 6. Go to 6 and back for the 7. Should be gone. Closer than I'd like to be.
Yeah.
But he hit it good.
A little close to that side pocket.
Right. Mickey forfeits it. Gives him the game. So it's what's that give him? 3? 5-3 match. Mickey needs 2 and was it Kyle in there who's playing? So he's going to 6, so it's a 3-2 race. Mickey needs 2. Oh, is that the cue that fell? Can't see the colors that good. No.
You're sitting here, I'll get up. I wouldn't get up, but Don used to get up.
He's shooting the 3 now.
Okay. Okay, sit there. 3, 4, 5. Might have a little trouble with that 5. Oh, that's 3 right there. 3 on the 6. You got to do something here.
That wasn't you?
Oh my God!
Maybe I'm a
It looks like he's looking for that combo.
It may have been wishful thinking, but it was not me.
Probably going to leave the cue ball down table, try to get a 2-1 safe, leave him with cue ball on the back end, or on the rail towards where the 9 ball's at, probably. If he can finesse that cue ball down table to get a safe. That's probably what he's thinking. Like so. He hit it pretty good.
I'm the one drinking bitter to get rid of heartburn. That's why. Does anybody know that's his trick? Nobody. You know it. No. But did you not let him do it? Bitter. You know it's bitter than
Video.
you're old enough to know.
They must be.
But Like anytime you get heartburn or a little bit of a sour stomach, you take a shot of it.
Maybe sometimes you have to. Ah, we missed it. Did he make that? He shot and made that jump, and we missed it.
That is true, though, Chuck.
He's got a good-looking table now.
Jimmy,
Oh, that Jimmy, that's Jimmy Matthias.
come on. Come on. Jimmy Matthias wants on the radio for a minute. Here you go, bitch. Your wish is my command.
Nice hit
No.
there.
Don't take
How you
that
doing, man?
anymore, literal.
Made a great shot, great jump to get to him position where he's at.
I can't hear
Big game
nothing.
for him.
You won't be able to.
Oh,
We have Jimmy Matthias on the mic now. His brother or cousin, or which is it?
a cousin.
Cousin is a professional player.
Is it Iwa?
Jimmy.
Jimmy Matai? Might be a little straight here.
There you go.
Looking at pulling it back probably. Oh,
Oh, that's a bad miss right there.
yeah, it's kind of a tough break. That
Yep.
would have put him where he needs.
This is gonna be a safety here,
Yeah,
no
he's
doubt.
gonna have to soft stroke it. He might. No, Mickey, he might just go for it.
Yeah, Mickey might cut it in.
It's
I
no.
haven't seen Mickey in a while. Mickey plays good.
Yeah, Mickey shoots
I
strong.
haven't seen him in a few years. I can't imagine him going for this.
He's gonna have to graze
He's
it.
been playing some defense earlier on in the match. I can just
If he's gonna stretch it out a little bit, so it might give him
right.
break up the finesse of the
Just
shot.
gonna thin
He
this
should be
ball,
able to
put
hit
behind the
good
9 ball.
My son's cracked somebody.
Oh, hit a little
Nice.
right.
I'm a middle school.
Now he set him in a position to shoot an
Yep.
excellent leave on him.
Yep.
On Mick.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good defensive shot
If
right
he
here.
sticks it, he's gonna lock him right
You
behind
got
that
a two-way shot here.
9. I don't think he'd go. I don't
No,
think
he
he's
don't.
going-
Chuck
he's
don't
not
go
going.
for
He's
this.
gonna
Chuck
lock
plays
him-
the defense
Try to
here.
lock him on that 9.
Yeah.
Joel Manchett and
There we go.
Frank Jenkins.
You don't want that to fall.
Don't make it. Oh,
You don't
that
want it
was
close.
close.
You don't want it close. You really want to leave that ball about middle table, because on these small tables you leave that close to the pocket.
You leave it close to the pocket and kick it in.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So you got to think about it, but it's.
Yeah, Mickey can kick the ball too. I know
Oh
that.
yeah, Mickey kicks good.
This is a makeable ball. You make this ball here, you're straight in on the 8 ball.
How far is that off? Yeah, it's in front of the hole. So
No, it's out plenty good on
yeah,
that.
he's got. If he hits it, he can definitely be made.
Joel Manchett, table 4.
I think he's looking for 2 rails, but I don't think these tables. I think it'll swing too much off 2. He's not got to go 1 off the side
Yeah,
rail.
he's got a good straight one rail shot at
Yeah.
this ball. Depending on the roll of the table here. I don't know how they
that's
roll.
exactly right.
I seen he was rolling a little slow earlier. I don't know how this table's rolling.
Yeah. See, it's swung off that side rail. It's just
Yep.
they all
Yep.
hit differently.
Yep. Oh, he
Mickey
gave him up the
forfeited.
game.
I think it's a 2-2 race now.
What is her ratings?
I think Mickey's a 7 and isn't that good?
Chuck's a 6.
Chuck's a 6, so it's 5-4 Mickey. So they're both going to 2 now.
Okay.
So it's a race to 2 with Chuck breaking. That's why those leads are so important. You know, you
Oh man,
leave that ball just a smidgen of it hanging out. and
that
you can,
goes back to that safety play. You know, you hit a ball a little light on it, and and then it costs you a game. That's not
Exactly
that's not
right.
good.
guy can get a piece of it, then you can lock him behind the other ball. You know, worst case scenario, you want to leave him out where you can only hit the back side of the ball. if
Sure,
anything.
sure. Well, we're kicking at it.
Right.
Yeah, that's something you got to take a little extra time on and make sure you get
Absolutely.
where you need to be.
You can't ever stop thinking in this game.
Yes, my mom would.
You broke.
Good break. Ain't seen anything go in.
No, you got all the 9 out.
Nine
all
of
9
them.
out there.
Yeah. It's like his tough 2 ball here.
Yeah,
2 balls
two-
in the corner
two's
pocket
in the
here.
corner. He's got the 6-8 tied up pretty good.
He's gonna have to hit this pretty good to get back down for the
He's
2
gonna
ball.
come around 3. double the two, come down table, double
There
it.
he goes. Good shot. You're gonna like
If it
that.
don't stop rolling, man,
Ooh.
it's gonna drop
Oh,
too.
did he hook him?
Oh, I don't.
I think he's got
I think
a
he's
little
all
window
right.
there.
I think he's all right.
3 balls in a tough spot. He's got 2 balls, 6 and the 8 to get around here.
Yeah, he might go ahead and shoot for the breakout right here if he can
Yep.
get enough of it, and hope to get lucky.
Pretty straight in. He's gonna have to cheat the pocket.
Yeah, can't really tell if he's got enough. If the point's sticking out, or if he can hit it, he'll probably shoot for that. Put a little low left on it and try to drift up and bust that 6-8 out, or maybe roll first too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's these slow tables,
Yeah.
man. Slow table don't.
Well, he hit it too thick.
He hit it full. Yeah, he hit it full.
Yeah, he hit it full, and it just
Yep.
it didn't carry the momentum.
See, I like pushing the 6 up to the 3 here
That's a good.
instead of
that's a
trying
nice
to kick
shot.
with this ball. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a tough kick.
Yeah.
You know, to give up a ball like that.
Yeah.
I just try to push the 6
So,
up.
I mean, you
there.
got high
Try to tie a
percentage.
ball up.
You get a ball in hand here. I mean, you can't really shoot the ball and play a nice sleeve off of a kick.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to lose that game if you give up ball in hand here. So yeah.
Or
Try to
yeah.
tie up the 6-3 and then kind of make it a cat and mouse game so you can shoot the best sleeves to get out of it.
Right.
But he's definitely in a tight spot. Just comes back to show you, like on the
Is
2,
he
you
trying to
know.
make the 9 ball? He's looking at the 9 ball here. He's looking to carry him off the 6, make the 9.
No, I think he's looking at coming off the end rail, doubling the 2 pockets,
Oh,
maybe, and
okay,
coming back
okay.
down. That's about the only path
You know
I
what?
see.
I'll
Or he
put-
might be coming off the end rail, and jumping over it.
Yeah. Well, that's 2.
He might come off this. I think he's going to come off this end rail and try to jump over that 6 and 8.
There it is.
He
Ooh,
did it. He
good
almost
shot.
made a fantastic
That was
shot.
yeah.
Comes back to that
You
2.
know what? He really didn't lose nothing here. I mean,
No.
this isn't an easy out, but I mean, it's
a
doable.
it's a pretty easy out. He's,
I mean, I'd play 3 in the corner here. I
go
wouldn't
to
play
the
a
I
combo.
go 3 in the corner, come back to the 4, and all
Yeah.
the other balls are pretty
yeah,
low.
he's looking at combo. I wouldn't shoot a combo here. That's too risky.
I don't think that's the shot.
That ball
but-
could roll up against the 6.
Well, I mean, you could easily roll yourself up and lock yourself up behind the 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, we locked
I know.
3 up.
He might
I
be
mean,
able
it
to
might-
cheat it in the pocket. It's still what's he going to do with 4, though, you know?
Yeah, see?
Yeah, he did. He didn't have it. You're right.
See,
He didn't have it. No.
You have to shoot that 3 ball there up and around the corner.
That's why I
you know.
didn't like to play on the combination.
Yeah,
It's you got
that's-
too much to deal with there. I'd rather
Yeah.
shoot the longer shot. You got a straight shot out for the 4
Yeah.
ball, and then you could get out from there. You know,
Absolutely. I mean, if you had other balls that were tied up, or if that ball was tied up, but you come back for the 4. It's an easy table. It's supposed to be.
right.
He got fortunate in jacking up Mickey here. So
Yeah, he got a little bit of roll there.
He's gonna have to make a good shot here.
Oh,
Mickey might have got a good roll
look at
here.
this.
Yeah, he might
Oh,
have.
I think he's got a shot there.
I think he's got a shot.
It's a tight
4,
window.
He's got a tight window for that 4
Got
ball.
a tight window for the 4. He looks like he can almost just stop the ball here.
Yeah, he might be able to.
Just stun the ball, and he
Maybe rolled up a couple inches.
he might be able to roll it up. If he definitely got it if he rolls it up.
It's a good hit there.
Oh yeah, he's got it. It looks good from
I mean,
here
if you
anyway.
can make that 3 ball shot followed up a little bit, there's no reason to not shoot the 3 when you got ball in hand.
Right.
But I mean, they get a little pressure. It's a race to 2, and you just don't see it till afterwards. You want it to.
Made a
It's
good
nice
shot
hit.
there.
That's a nice hit with inside.
Good shot. Yep. Now he's got a little stop shot here, and he's
Yeah,
in
you
good
stop
shape.
it and he should be out.
Yep. Jacked up a little bit here. He's fine.
Good
And
hit.
push it to the rail. That's a good shot.
Nice stroke there.
Roll it up. Shoot 7 in the corner, and should have a 9 ball.
I played Chuck last night in the tournament here, and he shoots pretty.
Yeah, me and Chuck's been playing here lately a little bit. And Chuck plays good. Good shot. Good smart shot. Straight in. Straight in.
Tic-tac-toe here.
I'm not sure what the score is.
It'll be Chuck needs 1 and Mickey needs 2.
Okay.
If he gets out here, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he should get out here. That's a good run out. He made
Yeah.
a couple of tough shots there. Good run out. I don't know whose break it is.
I think
Mickey's
it's
break?
I think it's Mickey's break.
Chuck's break? Oh, no,
think
Mickey's
it's
break.
Mickey's break.
Break your own, yep.
So Chuck's going to 6, so that'll give him 5. So yeah, Chuck needs 1 and Mickey needs 2.
Oh wow, good match. This is fun. I love watching this live like this.
It's
This
great.
is so
I like
so
doing
cool.
it. Pat's doing a good thing here. I mean, he's
Yep.
got good equipment. He's getting
Oh
better
yeah,
and better.
this is nice.
Get some nice. I mean, it's when you watch him from over in the Philippines or all these different streams. You know, it's most of them don't have commentating and
Yeah.
good picture. I mean, he's got cameras changing angles.
Uh oh, this looks like a combo.
Oh my God.
Looks like it's dead. Looks
That's a
pretty
tough
wired
break.
to me.
That's a tough break if it is.
Might hit the inside. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not froze, so he looks like he might be in bad trouble.
We're about to find out here.
That's a tough way to lose a set if it is.
Oh
dead.
yeah, I don't want to lose a set
But
on
he
a
could
one
scratch
ball.
off the 6 down here in the corner.
Yeah, is wired.
That's tough. That's a tough
Yep.
break.
Tough match there.
That's a tough break to play.
Oh, it's
for
not
against
over
it.
yet.
Is it not?
No.
Okay.
Chuck must need another one. Okay. Phew. I thought that was a
okay.
set.
He must not have spotted him. That's my mistake.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's well, Mickey told me that he had to give up a game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't see Mickey's coin. I see Chuck's.
Okay, Mickey's at 5 games. So
He's
okay.
at 5. Okay.
When I played him last night, he went ahead and I was just putting into play that he might have went ahead and moved his coin to start off with.
What's Chuck? Chuck's going to 7, I guess.
So I guess
Wow.
Chuck's going to 7.
I guess if that he
Well,
just moved
Mickey's-
his coin, he's on 6 now.
Okay. I was thinking that since he
Yeah.
was spotting him a game, he only have to go to 6 if he was already giving him the game. So
Okay.
so he,
Well, that didn't hurt as bad as we thought.
well, it's still
No, it still hurts. It's
Yeah,
just
it still
hooked
hurts.
himself. He's got to push here. Hit a ball on the break. Now he's going to have to push.
6. Yeah, Mickey's a 7 and Chuck's a 6.
Chuck's got 6 now.
Oh, he started.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I was,
Well, that makes more sense now.
so he spotted himself. So he's still got to go to 7. That's what
Okay.
that's what I was talking about a while ago.
Okay.
So he's at 6, but he went ahead and took that spot game to start off with.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's got some options here to push. I mean, I don't know what he's really going to do here.
Mickey's probably going to fire at that 9 ball.
I would.
Shoot at that 9 and
I would for sure.
send your cue ball back down there around that 8 and 6, whatever they are. I think that's what it is.
I think the 8's on the bottom rail down there.
Okay, or whatever.
Yeah, it's a 2 and a 4.
Okay.
You going to play a
I seen
safety?
the save coming.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad play. I'd play that too. I mean,
Right. Froze up on one side here. I don't know what to do here.
yeah, it's showing up here. It's not. It's kind of froze over there right now. This is a makeable ball here. He's got a
Do
2 rail
something.
back into this. Oh, he missed
Uh-oh.
it. Gave him ball in hand. That you don't want to do.
That's not good.
Well, don't have a shot on a 9, so he'll got the 5 blocking the 2 ball now. So I'm not sure what Mickey's going to do here.
Yeah, 2's in a tight spot.
That 5 ball locked up the 2 going in the corner, so kind of took the run out away. I don't think he has a 1-9. Doesn't look like he's got a 1 shot on a 1-9.
They said to reset this if it freezes up.
It's kind of a weird layout. I kind of figured he'd shoot the 1 ball on the side, come around for the 2 in the corner, but
Right.
doesn't look like he
might-
wants to do
if
that.
he can get a piece of that 9, he's
Well,
gonna,
it's
he's gonna,
like I
he's
said,
gonna
this
shoot
angle.
that 9 and he's going to follow that cue up behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, this angle, it's hard to tell.
Have a 2-and-1 shot.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't blame him. If he's got a window, he's definitely got to shoot this ball.
Jessica just knocked the chair over. Good now. Go kidding.
Okay.
Oh, he missed it.
Oh, no.
Oh, he made it. He missed it in the side, made it in the corner.
Oh, man.
What a roll. Good shot. Wow.
Nick, you mean to do that too?
Well, we're on the hill now. He'll rest now.
That's 3 Mickey's got away with.
I seen a double bank while ago on the 9 earlier. I didn't see the other one, but I heard
shot a
he
1-7 or 1-9 or 7-9 combo in it.
Wow.
That's part of it, but that's getting them. But
hey, that's why we play pool,
that's
right?
Part of it. It's part of the game.
That's part of it. The 9 ball.
Makes a guy.
That's why I like playing 8 ball.
Wish they knew how to reset this one.
Oh, we just lost signal over here.
I don't know what they're doing. Uh-oh, something come undone.
Oh, you unplugged us. There we go.
He's saying that he had a tough connection.
There we go.
Okay.
We're back on it now.
All right. Yeah, we got one wire over here. He said it's kind of loose and.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Did he?
Well, he got a good break. He's got a tough 1 ball here in the corner. Looks like he can come 2 rails out. I don't know if the 2 ball goes. Doesn't look like 2 ball goes by the 8.
That's what he's looking at.
Oh, that's
now.
a 4 ball. 2 by the 4. I don't know. He might have to. I mean, this ain't my first rodeo, guys. I've done this 100 times. I've commentated many things before.
What he's thinking about here, if that 2 goes, maybe shoot a good position, maybe or a good lead, maybe clip the 2, maybe clip the 2 and shoot the 9 ball. I mean,
I'm wondering if he's going to try and draw over here, and I don't know. I mean, if he gets over there, he can play a safety behind the 4.
Oh, yeah.
If he can get over there, it looks like he's going to draw over to it. Oh, he's playing safety. Good shot. That's a good shot.
Nice save.
Well, when I seen him hit the rail there a while ago, I was like, okay, well, he's going to play a safety, but that was a good shot.
Yeah, that's a smart shot.
It's tough with the 2 ball. I don't know if the 2 ball goes or not. I don't think it does, or I think he would have fired at it a little bit.
So too.
I think he could have played 2 rails, you know.
He's almost going to be in the same boat. You know, give a hell of a better shot to set himself up for for a breakout shot.
It's going to be
He hasn't missed this kick either yet, you know.
It's going to be close. Nope.
Yep, he's missed it now.
Yep.
And now he's going to have to do some thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking if this 2 doesn't go, I mean, he's obviously going to have to play another combination. I don't see.
Well, at least he can get down to the back side of it to maybe shoot a good leave shot.
Yeah. Well, he's got. I mean, with him have ball in hand, he's going to have a good angle to get back down and do whatever
he
he's
can
going to do.
create his own angles.
Sure. Yeah, I can see him making this ball and playing another safety, another good strong safety, and he gets that open. Then you got the 3-5 to deal with. You know, I mean, both
you can get on the back side of that 3, running up the rail too. So.
Yeah, he's got options for sure.
Gonna shoot that with a force follow, probably, and
trying to break it
probably
out.
want to hit that 2 square so it'll rub off the 4 and go towards the corner.
Yeah.
He missed it. That's tough.
I don't like
man.
that shot.
I'm not a big fan of that shot.
I mean, I would rather.
At least leave yourself on the backside, you know.
Well, I mean, my thing is play that 1 ball in the corner and draw back over, and then you've got a ball to play defense off of. Versus, you know, I mean, that's just too aggressive and that far away.
The one thing you don't want to do is leaving yourself a kick after a ball in hand.
Oh, sure.
At least put yourself in a position to where you can advance. You know.
Yep.
Shoot a little. You can always shoot a little tap shot on the deuce and play it safe.
It's just he should hit this ball. I mean, this is a pretty easy hit.
It's just going to be.
Especially setting up here, it's easy.
Oh yeah, everything's up here is easy.
Good hit. Good.
Made it.
Look at this. Oh! Now he left an opening. Now he's going to got the 2 in the corner and a combo on the 3-5. You know,
3-5 is pretty wired on these tables. I mean, it's not a bad shot.
Yeah, especially with the pockets being as big as they are on
if shoots that table speed, you know, and slow rolls that deuce.
He's going to concentrate on making the 2 ball. He's going to have position.
Just drift over to that side rail.
Yep. Yeah, it's natural.
He hit it pretty
like
good.
So. He's got to be careful of his angle here. I don't know if the 5's on the rail or if it's just a hair off.
They're both looks to be about 1/8 of an inch off.
This
So,
is just a speed shot.
it's
That's
a
all this
speed
is.
shot.
Yeah,
It's
just
probably the
just
game-
hit it hard enough to make
probably
it.
the game decisive shot, more than likely, if the 6 don't hook him.
He hit it too hard.
A little too hard.
Not sure why he fouled that ball. Well,
Well, he might have been worried about the 6 hook
Yeah.
hanging him up, so drift down,
Yeah.
hoping the 3 would follow. But
now he's got himself a bank
yeah,
shot.
He's a little tough. He
I
might
don't
shoot
see
a
Chuck
bank.
playing safety here. I think
If he doesn't, he's going to have to come around table. It's
Yeah,
pretty-
he's gonna have to
it's
and
kind of
that's
a-
hard.
it's
That's
kind of
hard.
a tough spot.
Yeah, I would. I like the safe here. I mean, he can play behind the 4 and put the cue ball down behind the 6. It's a tight window.
Right.
I mean, this is something, or leave him on the second diamond. This is just a speed shot too.
Right.
For a safety.
The 6 didn't have him. I'll tell you what, it's actually not a bad shot since that 3's in front of the hole to come off the end rail and kick the 3 in. That's what,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
don't.
he's doing.
I mean, I don't like
That's
that.
what
If
he's
you miss,
doing.
you get ball in hand on the hill. You know
I mean,
what I'm
it's
saying?
a good shot on
you
this
got
table, though.
You got a chance at a safety here versus.
He made it, I think.
Wow. And he scratched.
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, that's what I was
Wow.
getting at. I didn't know what
It's-
he's doing. But I mean, it's not a bad shot on these tables.
It's not a bad shot. If he hits that rail first, then he pushes. You know, I mean, it's.
I mean, the 3's out there to where you can actually miss it an inch.
He's
going to
hit the 9 ball here too.
I don't think he's going to hit the 9
You think he'd get
ball.
by it?
I don't think he's going to hit the 9. I think he's going to be hitting
Well,
the 8 ball.
he's either going to hit the 9 or the 8.
I don't think he's going to hit the
If
9.
he hits the 8 ball, he's in trouble.
Well, he could be.
Because if he hits it, then he's going to have a bank shot on
he's
6.
jacking up. I don't know. He might. Depends on what kind of English he puts on it.
One thing's for
He
sure,
missed
these
it.
guys are playing very aggressive. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now what do you do? Now you play the safety
You
behind
gotta
the
shoot
9,
safe,
or
but
do you?
you're 7 foot away. I mean, that's tough. That's just a tough spot to shoot a
I mean,
lead
I don't
shot.
think he's got an angle to bank the ball.
I mean, sometimes he might just
play
go
behind
for
the
it.
6.
Yeah, it's just so tough because you got such a fine line on this.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's just a touch shot too.
Depends
Yeah,
if
he's thinking
in
about it a
state
little bit.
of
I
mind
don't- This is what he needs to do: is take more time.
Yeah, this is the time.
Yeah. This ain't nothing to get in no
Both
hurry
on the,
for.
Both on the hill. Yeah, this is where you need to get your mind right.
Tell you what, you get in this situation, you look back at a couple of games ago, and you're like, if I'd have made one more different shot, would we be in this position? You know?
Absolutely.
That's why you got to look at every game the same. You know, you can't give up on one game.
No.
They're both firing at balls, though.
Yeah, they are. Playing aggressive, I like it.
Yeah. And he played safe.
Yeah,
Didn't get
it.
there.
He didn't get it.
Well, this is kind of weird angle on the 4 ball here, so he's gonna have to push this a little bit.
Yeah, he's got to
push this to get around the 9 ball here to get back on
If
the
he's
6.
not straight, he can just
He
come
can't.
up,
Plays
follow.
inside on it. He probably hit the 9.
He might draw it. I can't really tell the angle too much. Yeah, I think he's just going to draw back.
I don't know what kind of angle he's got. It's tough to tell from this angle here. Oh, he had plenty of draw angle. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a punch here. Punch
Yeah.
that off the rail, and this should
Punch
be
that
it.
down. I don't know if he's going to go the side or corner.
I'd say he's going to go the corner. It's too
Should.
easy for the corner.
Yeah, he should.
Oh yeah. That's what I say. Punch off the rail, and then
Yeah.
you're dead.
Make this, and natural come down for the 9.
Yep. Hey, look kind of. Yeah, he had an angle. Well, tell you what, though, it's a good match.
That's a good match. Came down to the
Good
wire.
match. That's why I say you go back a couple games ago, and you're like,
Yeah.
this could have been different because of one other shot, you know. But good match.
You got him. It's a good match.
Yep. That's a tough one to lose, too.
It is.
Gene Lauderdale. Billy Jamerson.
Got Gene and Billy next.
Table 1.
This would be a good match here.
Yeah, this will be a good match.
Yeah, both of these guys play good.
See if I can get him to fix this other camera.
You want on there?
I'm gonna get me something real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. I think I'll take a break.
Gene is a 6. Hey, Gene is a 6. Billy is a 7.
Okay.
Did I get on here again, Nate?
Yeah, he's just going to get a drink and I'll be back.
Did you get those young lady? The numbers? 6 and a 7.
Gene's a 6, Billy's a 7?
Yes.
All right. Got Gene Lauderdale and Billy Jamison. Gene's a 6 and Billy's a 7. Should be a good match. Two good shooters.
Did you win your match?
No, I didn't. I played Phil Wilkerson. He shot really good. I had to give him a 3-game spot and just come down to the breaks. I broke dry and he made a 1-9 combo and he made a combo. Next thing you know, it's 5-0. You're not even at the table. So
I mean, playing as an 8 hurts.
Yeah. If you're not getting any breaks in these caliber players and you're giving them spots, 3 games especially with alternating break, it makes for a really, really tough field. This camera's froze up. I can't remember what they said to do a while ago.
Well, they'll figure that out eventually, I guess. Maybe not.
Hey, Pat.
Is he still, him and Bob are playing?
TJ. Hey, get Pat for a second. Get Pat.
Him and Bob are playing.
All right.
That's a decent break. Everything's wide open.
Huh?
He broke dry though.
This has been froze up for like 20 minutes. I don't know what to do. Just off.
The table's wide open. Tough shot on the 1 ball.
Can we get in here with me? Huh? TJ gonna get in here. We'll see pretty windy here in just a little bit though. Let me and TJ talk for a few minutes. Oh.
Okay. I'll take a break.
I'm gonna get out here in a second.
That's fine.
Got my buddy TJ. You can't hear, but you can.
What's going on?
Got Lauderdale at the table. Pretty wide open table. She's pretty straight. Mickey the Hammer Hammond behind me just took a tough one. I grinded a match.
I did too. I lost to a 5-2. I lost 5-5 to a 5.
Lost to a 5. I lost to a 5 too. It's a tough format. It's me, you, Freeman lost to 5s. It's tough. I got steamrolled by 5, man. Can't even get any momentum going, you know.
Yeah.
It almost makes you want a soft break when you're playing a 5 that can run tables. It makes you almost just want a soft break and play cat and mouse.
5 I played ran 2 tables on me.
Yeah, I got 2 9-balls and he ran 2 on me.
Yeah.
So. Billy's kind of tough right here.
I seen that one, but last night was the classic shot. Hey, what we done? All right, you got it. I just bet on Chuck and I got $100. Damn, I walk in the door and I got action right when I start. I'm looking to see what else I can bet on. Before you got here, you just didn't know it. I know it. You always have action. You don't get action.
Yeah, he's got a little tough cut. Get to the 3 to the 4, he should be gone on this. We're going to go up and down.
Richie said there's bad action.
Hit that pretty good. Don't keep going. Yeah, I think it passes by the 6 here.
Yeah, he makes this, he should be out.
Yeah, he should be gone. Hit it good.
Should be textbook from here.
It's not his, but he drank it.
My quarter's life, sir. I'm gonna give you a headache.
Yeah, those
Yeah, he's got a good angle. If he can just pretty well stick it, maybe followed up, he'll be all right on the 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in good shape. Stroke this one good, get back for the 7. He should be fine.
That's where you get your stroke in on the loser side. That's how that works.
Good hit.
Good shot.
Gene's a strong 6. I can tell you that
For sure.
He shoots good.
What did he get? 3rd in the tournament last time?
I think so. He's pretty well finishes a lot in the money in a lot of tournaments. He shoots consistently. I mean, he don't try to do anything too fancy, and he's just consistency. He studies the game a lot.
Gene takes the lead up 1-0 on Billy.
Yeah, you can't leave Gene an open table on these things. He's going to get out majority of the time.
By God, I've been fucking asked you. Do you want me to show you how to get there? I don't know, do you? I mean, he's like the most directionally unsound person I've ever met in my entire life. Well, I mean, I didn't know I found Arby's, no problem, so.
You guys might want to get on like
You passed it on your way when you come in.
No, we didn't. We came in this way.
You guys in the dugout manage.
I come in the front way, or? You didn't come in here?
Hey, I wanted the best.
Okay, drop 1. Can't tell if that 2-9's wired or not. If that 1 will pass, might have.
Yeah, I think it's a little off angle.
What's that?
I think the 2-9's off angle.
Got a little distance. Yeah, it looks a little tougher. Yeah, he's got a good angle for it.
Looks like he's gonna go after it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the 2-9 looks very
If it ain't froze, he can.
He can throw it. Looks like he can probably throw it in.
Almost gonna have to just drive that 2 straight into the rail and just let the momentum carry the 9 over, because that's what he's shooting. Yeah, he missed the whole ball. He might have got lucky on that 4 though.
I didn't see that shot.
Yeah, I didn't see that shot either.
Do we need to replay it?
Some of these guys just got some.
He said he was glad that was on TV. He meant to do that.
Get up, Chud.
Slightly out of line here again.
How come there's no updates on the comments?
I don't know. Nobody's talking.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know how it was. That's the first time I saw it. Yeah, he's making it up. Oh my gosh.
These tables slide a lot.
They do slide. You got to leave yourself closer. I mean, you can't drift down.
Yeah.
A lot of people are making that mistake on these things. You're gonna have to make a good stroke here.
What's funny about that is
It looked like he hit it pretty good.
That's a nice stroke there.
Yeah, it was.
one of my real good buddies, her name is Mindy.
Shoot that 7 with a little inside, come back and forth.
Right, but I'm just saying, Mindy Mindy.
Right?
Must be related. Yeah, that's close. Named your second cousin, sister.
And he missed it.
Please.
Are you buying? You want Miller?
That was Gene's game right there. He got out of line about 2 or 3 times there. Fortunate on that one shot. It's kind of one of these shots where you're close to the rail and the cue, so you need to jack your stick up a little to drift back across. But
You're not in this? Like scared of you or what?
Billy should be able to handle this.
Better get in for the next one. Yeah, it's going to sell out quick.
Came up a little shy. There.
Came up a little shy. I don't. If that 8 goes in the side, it's makeable, but these tables like to spit it out. But
Yeah.
if he makes it in the side, he's going to come right back for the 9. So.
I was getting ready to.
That's a good bank.
That's
and get to carry it. These guys bank so good on these tables, though, about like you, TJ.
It looks like he might have to bank another one here, unless he goes for the thin cut.
It's pretty straight on it. It'd be a nice cut, but I don't know if the.
I'd probably have to cut this one.
Yeah, it's probably. I like the cuts. If I'm off center on them, they don't bother me. You just cut them as thin as you can, you know.
Yeah.
Tough. Got to really thin them. You hit them. You hit that short rail on the cut like that. It's just not going to go on, even on these valleys. Gene should be able to take this.
Gene goes up 2-0.
So Gene's got 2. He's going to 6. So
Billy's going to 7.
Billy's going to 7. Got a meeting at the mound out here. Trying to decide on their pitches here. Said at the next person that comments on the live Facebook, they said I think they said they're giving away a trainer is going to give a $5 gift card or whatever. He broke him good. Maybe the 8 ball.
Yeah,
I think so. Hey, Eric Willer's a winner.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric, congratulations. You won a gigantic check that says you won.
Hey, what's the last one? 150.
Hey,
good
nice
shot
breakout.
there.
That's
Good
a
shot.
breakout. Shoots a 2 here, drifts down for the 3. Shouldn't really be any problems. Kind of jacked up. What's up, Jesse? Buddy Jesse Hernandez watching. Oh, I don't think he was playing that rub on a 3, but
Yeah, he's got a good safety here, though.
yeah, he's got a good save. He had a good out though. Shot her a little firm, man.
He left him
That
out.
shot.
Yeah.
I think I would have tried to leave him on the backside at 9.
I would have
going
too.
down table.
I think that was the
What
better
do I
shot.
know? I'm only a doctor.
Gene's looking to be in pretty good shape here for another run out. So it looks like Gene's in pretty good shape for another run out here.
Yeah, comes back on that 5. He's going to be probably getting out here. Stroked it good. Straight in, followed up. Run her down, he's going to be gone. Tell the angle, it's a nice shot.
I had a 3 ball out with ball in hand.
No cheering, this should be on.
He had a 3 ball out with ball in hand and kicked it out. Way to go, Bob.
In his defense, I gave him multiple 3 ball outs.
Still Wilkerson.
Go do shade.
Hey, Madison. Maddie? Oh my gosh. I remember Maddie was little. Hello, Maddie Hernandez. Your dad Jesse should be in here playing. He's a good pool
I
player.
need the microphone for a second.
Is that that 3-game lead now?
Bobby Hall's a dick.
There's little kids watching. Man, you can't say anything. Oh. That was commentary from a potty mouth.
That was a rude interruption.
So it's on, right?
Gene's got a 3-game lead on him.
Yeah, let's get in there. Someone, that one of us get in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Crazy Bob take
Let's
over.
get in there.
Let's go get my daughter. Get some dudes, people watching. Say hi to my daughter. I think it's so cool. You're welcome, buddy. Hey, that's a nice shot by Billy. Billy's gonna have to get something going here. He's down 3-0.
I'm working to keep it on there. Yeah.
You know that on live, anything I've never not caught Bobby.
Oh, there it goes.
Billy hit that one pretty good. Cue ball gets out for that 3 ball.
Dad facing?
I'm taking Phil. I bought Phil in the fucking calcutta.
Huh? It wouldn't change.
It's a good shot by Billy. Billy's gonna have to get out. He's kind of in trouble, but this is a good looking table.
I had to move it again then.
We got the computer guru, Wild and Crazy Bob, fixing up the computer to get us 2 screens going for you guys watching from all over the world, all 17. It's growing dramatic. We was up to 21 a while ago, so it's crazy. It was blowing up, Mickey. Billy made another good shot there. You're gonna have to.
Uh-oh. You were kidding about falling off into the sunset. All right, while we're playing this game right here, this is a very important match. How do you get on that 6 ball here?
Oh,
really. Man, he might have got a good roll there. I don't think that's where he's playing shapes for, but definitely going to be a big win for Billy. He don't want to be going in 4-0.
You can ride the Harley if he rides on back.
Got him a little angle. He's probably going to come around 2 rails here on the 7 for the 8 ball. A low right, probably.
Good move.
It's been working the whole time, though.
Yeah. Once that camera went off, we had some technical difficulties here, but we're trying to put it back together.
He's in kind of a tight spot here. Billy needs to shoot a nice safe or a push. Gene's really not been missing anything so far. Gene's made some good runs.
All right, I think we're back and running, but time will tell. Is that a push out?
That was a roll out, yeah.
I will say, everybody who's here is having a great time.
That is.
Some would have a better time if they had a beer in front of them, though. Was that a purposeful safe there? Was he playing safe on purpose on that one?
Oh, yeah, he was playing safe.
But he's trying to hook him on that 7 ball,
he's
right?
trying to hook him on the 7. He's not got a whole lot he can do.
We're joined here with Mickey Hammond, and he's close to a beer that I think that might be mine. If it's not, it's gonna be. All right, so so do you do one on the side here?
Mickey only drinks the ice too, because beer is for the devil.
Does he go one on the side here? Or do you play safe back?
I think he's gonna hit. He's gonna try to leave the cue ball back behind the 7. Played it safe, and he might have got a good one. He scratched it off. That's like a bad break.
Sometimes those corner pockets are like black holes. Not even light can escape them because the singularity point has so much gravity and density that it just changes the physics of the Earth or the
Which leads
cosmos.
me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
I tell you what, I've been watching too much How the Universe Works.
Gene's pretty well been money in the bank so far. He's pretty focused in. Might have left him a little bit of an angle on that 6.
Yeah, there's nothing that's really any trouble here. We're kind of off the rail and out. And
come around 2 rails, right?
Yeah.
Holds up there.
Obviously, the reason they shoot him is anything can happen, but
Gene's pretty calculated.
Yep.
He's a calculated shooter. Gene shoots pretty well. He's not afraid to leave himself a little longer, and he makes those cuts.
yeah, and on that one, he's kind of on the wrong side if he really wanted to make an easier shot, but he can move the cue ball around enough that he doesn't have to worry about that.
It's a good stroke there. He hasn't really made a mistake yet.
No.
He's captivated on every opportunity that he's had. He's kind of got Billy. He fires that in there.
There
Puts
you go.
him up 4-1 over Billy. Gene's going to 6. So
I tell you what, 4-1.
He needs
guy
to
spot you. That's kind of rough.
It puts the pressure on Billy, no doubt about it.
Well, even though things aren't going so hot on the table for Billy, we probably should bring this up then. Because Jamerson Auto Sales,
I'll tell you what.
your used car dealer in Benton. Let's pick him up. Let's give it a little of
I got Jamerson on Facebook, and he's always posting this guy sells cars. I mean, they're so cheap, he almost gives them away.
Well, I tell you what, if he needs to give one away, I tell you, my Taurus is running a little long in the tooth, as they say.
Yeah, he needs to sell more golf cars than anything else. Really?
I'll tell you what.
Kind of a bad one.
Sometimes the way I shoot, it feels like I'm playing golf. It's like the hole is just so far away, it takes 3 or 4 shots to get there. Do you ever feel that way, Nate?
Yeah, I do. Like I seen that Jack Nicklaus made a putt for $100,000, however many years ago it was, and he was on Johnny Carson, and he said, they asked Johnny Carson if he'd have made that putt, that 6-foot putt for $100,000 that Nicklaus made. Johnny Carson said, not only would I have missed the 5-foot putt, he said, but I'd also missed the 45-footer coming back.
I tell you what, I've had those kind of days. Yeah, I've had a 2-foot cut in the side before, and I miss it by 14 foot on a 7-foot table. Now, I don't know how that happens, but it's pretty impressive when it does.
You got him. You left a while ago.
I'd like to thank everybody here for all their help. Nate's come down here and helped the comments while we're going and playing our matches, and his lovely gal even got me a peach, a wicked peach. Everybody here, come buy a wicked peach. One try, yeah, we got one there.
Okay, I've got Gene up here. It's a good-looking table again. Gene's yet to make a mistake.
Sometimes it is kind of hard to see on the screen exactly what's going on. So
Gene can move pretty well, and then he gets these open tables. He's
letting it move.
He leaves himself good distance. He shoots strong.
Yep. Another thing I want to point out, if you see Gene's shirt, Debbie, Skylar Woodward's mom, is selling those shirts as a fundraising effort for the trip to the Moscone Cup. Well, it's not every day that you have professionals such of his level from our area qualify, and today is a day like that. We're all rooting for Skylar once he goes.
Sky's a beast.
Absolutely. And just a great kid.
He's 22 years
the
old.
kind of guy that you want to have is a...
we might have scratched that one off.
Oh, Lord,
It's going to give Billy a little more...
I tell you what, I've seen Bill shoot a little bit, and he ain't afraid to run too.
Billy
So
can move.
So if you find yourself in Evansville, Indiana next week, Saturday, Skylar will be at O'Brien's Sports Bar on Green River Road. So come on out there and check out what's going on.
Challenge matches, all kinds
of matches. There'll be T-shirts for sale. I think there's even going to be a little bounty tournament on 9-foot tables just for that you can take your shot at beating Skylar in a tournament. You know, not everybody can do that.
I think it's like a $200 bet if Sky misses one ball within the first 4 hours. I think is what the bet is.
I tell you what.
The over and under.
Sometimes
I think 7 hours of playing. I think the over and under.
Sometimes guest commentators are not officially sanctioned comments for what may or may not be in the future.
I think the over and under for Sky missing 2 balls, it's like 3. 7 hours of shooting.
I was over at O'Brien's playing Dennis Haar one day, and he didn't miss very many balls though.
Who was it?
Dennis Haar. Great place at O'Brien's.
O'Brien's is a nice place. It is.
Yeah, it's a little thinner than he'd like, but
yeah,
he's off the rail far enough. I don't think he's going to have a problem with it.
Should be okay, right?
You should be able to cut that guy right in there. It's a good shot.
For those fans of this tournament who got to hear some of the commentary earlier, I'll fill you in on some of the details. I did say that I was going to kick Pat's butt on another table when I left here, and as it turns out, what we had was an exercise in futility. It was some of the ugliest pool that you'll ever see. And I had a 3-ball out with ball in hand.
Right.
And no reason to leave myself with a 9-ball like that.
Well,
but you know what? Every time I have a chance to play with Pat, it's a good time.
I think you,
Except today.
I think you miscued there a couple times, though.
Oh, yeah. Well,
dog ate your homework.
I miscued a couple times on one shot, which is kind of rough. All right. Oh, what they're saying is I'm a loud person. This isn't news to anybody who lives on the east side of Evansville.
Okay, I think that puts Billy at 2 and Gene at 4. So another big win for Billy.
Now I'm having a hard time seeing this on the screen. Is the 2-ball?
2 ball is right next to the cue ball.
All right.
Right now. So he's kind of a tough spot. I don't know. He's probably going to shoot a safe or maybe clip that 2 and put it behind that 3.
Try to run back behind the 3. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right there.
More than likely, that's what he's going to try.
But it always does concern me when someone shoots the shot I'm seeing.
Little easy.
That's what.
Gene keeps shooting like he's been shooting.
He ain't gonna like it.
That 2-ball passes by the 5 there. He's gonna go for it on this table more than likely.
So he's gonna come straight across for the 3
a
probably.
Low left and come across. He missed it though.
Oh, he let it move. I tell you what.
He's human. He's human, folks. We're human, but we're working on it. You know.
Yeah. Even though I have the genetics of a golden god, I'm still human. I can't help it.
I've been wanting to get robot legs for a while. Just can't. Funding's not there. Working on my robot legs. The funding's not there yet.
I tell you what. I need the AI and some bionics to make this happen.
Billy's making his little comeback here. It's a 3. He's got the 4 right there.
Yeah, that's pretty much perfect shape
Corner
on that
right
3,
across.
right?
Got the 5. 6 ball's going to be only.
Yeah, that's a little small window to get up underneath it, or you'll come straight across. So he'll come down to the far or the right top corner as you're seeing it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then come straight across?
More than likely.
The stun shot?
Yeah. Might try to leave himself closer to the rail and then so he can drift across.
Yeah.
I don't high five losers.
God, I got it. I'm setting up arm wrestling. I got it. Still off.
That makes things a little interesting.
You want to be off the rail a little more.
Yeah, he wanted to get enough so he could get center ball at least to come across.
Yeah.
Is there any chance he's going top and spinning it off to come underneath?
Yeah, probably going to try to go on the backside of the 8 now. On down table.
And he didn't like that. He didn't want that. That wasn't part of the plan, right?
No, he wanted to be off the rail. He wanted to be a little closer to that 5. I mean, I would have.
Yep. Anytime you're jacking up on a ball, what does that do for you?
It creates a slide. That cue ball jumps whether you realize it or not. It takes your fundamentals out of play because you're not level. Your arm's not you're not running a perpendicular.
And obviously, you can see he's kind of feeling it. He's taking a little extra time on the shot and everything.
He's going to see a little force follow here.
Yeah. And then he's rethinking it.
Now he's rethinking it.
He's feeling it. Sometimes it's good to get up, take a breath, and come back down, right?
Absolutely.
hit it good. He didn't
Hit it
scratch.
good, but did it go too far?
Oh, no.
This might work out. I can't really tell. Maybe we should change the angle on this and see if he's actually hooked by the cushion here.
I don't think he is.
That's just about as close to making a ball and scratching as you could get.
I think he's clear, but I don't know. It's still a tough shot.
What if he's not? What does he try to see here? I mean, is he going to bend him?
Yeah, you can shoot a little masse right there. I think he's shooting straight at it. But you're shooting over that metal. I mean, it's still a lot of variables come into play. He's going to jack up a little bit.
Even finding a comfortable position for your bridge hand becomes tough in that situation.
Right. Oh, might have got a good roll.
I tell you.
Oh, might have got.
He got a good roll and a bad roll. Oh no!
Man.
How do you get a good roll and a bad roll?
Sometimes.
He got a good roll in the fact that he made the ball, but he got a bad roll in the fact that he's locked himself up on the 6.
Are those balls frozen?
He's hooked. Looks like it.
Yeah, he's probably. Is he going to come on the other side and kick it back with spin?
I don't know, Mick. What would you do there? Shoot a little masse. You can shoot a masse.
You can just miss the 9.
Is he going to twist it?
Right, and the cue ball would deflect back and left once it clears the 9. But you got to use the flexion as well.
I think it's possible that Mickey's describing these stuff that I'll never learn.
I'm not sure on that one. Look at that. And did he scratch it off?
Oh my gosh, that's one of the best things you'll ever see, folks.
Huh?
You shoot a ton of right, the ball will deflect left.
Right.
So you shoot just past it, you never hit the 9.
Right.
With that right, let it go back.
It's kind of like a curved slide shot. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That trick slides a little bit. It's
Right.
deflect the other direction.
Kind of the swerve and curve aspect of it. Yeah.
Yeah, in boxing, they got bob and weave.
You know what? I put the bob and weave, Mickey.
Especially when you have your crocheting out.
I tell you what, I put the bob and too if I'm sewing. You just never know with me.
It's a great shot. Oh my gosh!
I tell you what, he's playing fast and loose with those corners.
It's just
ain't
a
he?
nail biter.
I tell you what, anybody would be a little frustrated after seeing that out.
Gets out of line, gets lucky, lucks one in, shoots a masse, shoots another one, comes off the point.
Pretty much touches every titty on the table of that out.
He had a
say what you will. They're both shooting pretty good, but that was shooting pretty lucky, wasn't it?
I was fortunate. I mean, that's part of the rolls, you know. If he would have got that,
as it turns out, you get a little lucky when you're prepared for it.
Right.
That masse shot was a really nice shot, but it still was scary because they could have followed it in.
I don't believe him, Luck. Do you know why?
Because
it's bad luck.
It's one of the best reasons not to believe in something.
There you go. Okay, Billy's on the comeback trail. Uh-oh. Momentum's shifting now, folks.
With a very open table. This is not the kind of thing that's going to make it easy. With this alternating break format, what you have is a situation where it's kind of hard to come back at a big,
it makes it tough.
Straight pitch. You need a little bit of. We can't say anything about that, right? Because it's bad luck to talk about.
Yeah, it's bad luck to talk about. It is. It's a fickle game for sure. So is it 4-3 Gene now? 4-3 Gene now, isn't it?
So Gene needs 2, and then Bill needs
4.
4.
Yeah.
Well, nobody ever said I was a math scholar, folks.
Right.
I'll tell you what, with this open table with ball in hand.
That's why you wear sandals all the time.
I wear Crocs. The reason I wear Crocs is because that's the official outfit of those who have given up.
The official shoe of
your middle-aged washed up man.
Nothing says I don't really care anymore. Quite like putting on a pair of Crocs.
That's exactly it, Nate. You've got that right.
And I mean, why wear socks when you can get the ones with the fuzz already in them?
Well, I will say this. That fuzz has got some sort of ability to make my feet hotter than it's possibly able to be had. I've taken my Crocs with the fuzz off one time and actually had cooked feet.
Oh, Billy missed the big one there, but he might have got a roll. He did.
Man, that is really this game really has a lot of.
That's not typical of Billy to miss that shot, but he's
got to be disappointed, but he's got to feel a little bit relieved at the same time that that's not going to end it.
A whirlwind of emotion.
Absolutely. I mean, it seems like every time I get on the table, something crazy happens, you know? And
when you have the name Crazy Bob, I mean, it's
what are you going to do?
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable. Now, he can't see this, but he could probably go rail first,
he's gonna go
and
rail
he knows how to deal with it to get into good shape.
He'll come back for that 5 on the side, probably.
Yeah.
I think he hit it pretty flawless.
It's pretty hard, but he's going to still have that corner, but it's kind of going the opposite way.
That 6 go on the side?
I don't think it does.
Can't tell if it goes or not.
I don't think it does, but you know what? I also didn't think the 9-ball would go for Pat that he made. But it did. I like beer. I need a beer assistant. You know anybody, Nate, that can help out with that? I do appreciate your help here coming in. I tell you what, that was a nice shot to get that shape.
That's a nice shot.
One thing I always say is I can talk about English and what the right thing to do is, but speed is a lot of it, isn't it?
It is. Leaving yourself the right distance and leaving yourself the right angles, you know, it's key.
It makes things a lot easier, doesn't it?
Right. Don't leave yourself too close, but not too far. Speed is key. It's a huge part of the game.
They say what? Aim, speed, and spin's what you need to put on that thing, right?
Right. A big shot here. Oh, man.
I was going to say on that one, do you just try to make the ball? You're not too worried about leave on that because it's just such a close.
I don't know. There's so many players that got a phobia of passing that side pocket. You know, they think that the points stick out or it's in their head.
Well, and that a lot of that goes into who put
and that one might have been inside the pocket, and the point might have been sticking out a little too. You know.
Sometimes it's hard to tell from this distance.
It is. But it's definitely not a like shot.
It doesn't just go in by itself in that kind of situation. You got to put a little work into it.
Guy can't be scared of that shot, but it's a big shot. It could be.
How important is that? Your actual mindset in it? Do you feel that that's?
Oh yeah, it's if you don't believe the ball's going to be, if you don't believe you can make a shot, the majority of the time you're not going to make it. You have to envision yourself making it. You have to believe you can.
You have to believe you? Is that what you said?
You have to believe you have to believe that you can make that shot.
Yeah.
You know, you have to shoot it with confidence. I mean, you're only as good as you can foresee yourself going.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do a little thinking here. Maybe got on the wrong side of the 8. So.
Yeah. So now he's going to want to spin that around, right? Or is he just going to roll up as best he can?
Nah, I think he's going to double it. He's going to come down table, I think, and come back and forth maybe. Looks like he's putting low right on him maybe. If you don't scratch, you hit it good. I mean, he hit it good.
That's an excellent shot. As it turns out, one thing that's happened here is Crazy Bob just drank the last beer they had of my brand. I'm going to have to wait for this 9-ball shot.
Okay.
That puts him on the hill, right?
That puts Gene on the hill. Billy's got his work cut out for him now. Puts a lot of pressure whenever you're giving up a game and Gene's running out. You can't afford to.
It's got to be frustrating at this point.
It is
but
frustrating, and it's
at the same time you just keep your head down and you keep battling every ball, every game.
If you miss a few makeable shots or even one, then you have nobody but yourself to blame.
Gene's got 5. Gene's on the 8.
Something else I wanted to point out to you while he's racking
Hey,
up.
you're welcome, Jason.
Tomorrow there's a benefit
Thanks
for Jason and Ryder Bailey here at the train wreck. They're going to have a fish fry, and apparently, I don't know them. I've heard some good things from people that I've been talking around the bar with, and
Okay, we got
it
Billy
sounds like a
Jameson
good
breaking.
cause.
3.
Looks like it's 5-3.
Billy needs
So, yeah, Billy needs 4.
and G needs a 1. Billy's in a tight spot.
So that's the one ball in the center of the table, right?
This is one of these.
But it looks like those 2 balls that are clustered up at the top of your screen.
I think the 3 goes if you leave yourself on a little bit on the back side of the rail, but
it's going the wrong way, folks, after he hits off that ball, right? Unless he cuts. I don't know. It's close.
He thinks it goes. I don't know. It's. I'm looking at it from the back
I tell you
side
what,
now.
I might have to get down on the table and like spot that with a laser level to see if it goes. It's close.
Oh yeah.
From my perspective.
Good. Oh, he shot a nice save. That's a beautiful shot.
I tell you what, that's some control.
That's a smart shot. That's good control. Nice
Well,
stick.
it makes me feel a little bit better about myself because I didn't think it would go. But it also makes me feel worse about myself because I don't think I could have stopped it that clean. You know?
He hit it good. He saw the shot.
I remember playing this guy at Bob's Lounge one time, and all I had to do was stop a ball, and I think I had him.
Oh, he grazed it and made a good hit.
That was a good hit.
we got the heat on Billy now. Billy can't miss.
Oh, he can feel it.
Billy can't miss if he's going to stay in this match.
But as I remember, when you guys were out in Vegas, there was one point where it was kind of a lost cause, and
oh yeah, absolutely.
Anything can happen, right?
Yeah, we set the record for the biggest comeback in the World Championships. We was down 56 balls and with 8 games to play.
That's a lot of balls. That's like 7 a rack you need, right?
Yeah.
If my math is right. Oh, you need but 1 extra.
There were 7 games left, so they needed. We couldn't give up over 14 balls.
Wow.
And we lose. So yeah, you're talking we couldn't give up over 3 balls a rack. It was something else.
Now, just in case you think that it's not possible to come back even in the alternating break situation, just know Billy.
He made a good shot.
Billy made a 7-0 win in his first set, so anything's possible. And that's why we play it.
Billy could. He's got to hope this alternate break comes into play a lot, but Billy just can't afford to miss anything else, and he can still be in this match.
But this right here is right up his alley. We don't think he's going to have any problem with that, right?
No.
The distance doesn't cause any grief, especially with the wide open pockets and that sort of thing.
Shot that good.
And this is kind of where you get play within yourself and just get your good feel back, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, you just kind of gotta. Your opponent's on the hill. You just gotta cut loose, and you gotta make. He got himself a kind of a tough angle on the 8.
Yeah, it seems like. What do you think he's going to do here? Do you think
I would soft stroke it and just try
to hold it
and try to leave the cue ball maybe even towards the center of the table if you have to, because that 9's off the rail.
I'm kind of thinking he could stun across the table and come down around the first diamond on your right.
That's also an option, maybe a little low left or low right.
Sometimes there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Absolutely. He hit it good.
I tell you what,
shot.
I'm gonna try to pat myself on the back here because I think I called that one.
You did. It was hard to see the angle. I couldn't see it too much. Good shot. That's a good shooting by Billy Jamerson.
That was pretty good out there.
That gives Billy 4, so he needs 3 to 1. It's a 3 to 1 race.
And I don't think you can be concerned too much with that. You just have to get through that game, right?
Got to get through it. I battled back last night. I was down I was down 5-1 in a match last night against a strong player, and I ended up beating him 7-6 on the hill. And it was.
I tell you what, it seems like I'm down. It seems like my opponent's on the hill in life all the time, you know, and I'm just battling back. But I tell you what, it makes those ones where you get it that much sweeter.
Makes you appreciate it more.
Absolutely.
Gene's really wanting a ball in this break. I think he got one, didn't he?
Now, he doesn't necessarily like having that cue ball down on the end rail.
No.
How do you try to avoid that? I mean, do you try to park it right there in the center? Or do you try to come off the rail?
It all depends on where you're breaking from. You know, it's the speed of your impact on your ball. It's and then you don't want another ball to tough break. It's gonna be a good save, I think. Though.
That looks like it's gonna work.
You don't want to. There's so many variables, and you got balls coming out of the stack. You know, so even if you park the cue ball, a lot of times you have the ball come out of the stack and playing it back there. A lot of times make you scratch. So
I've seen a lot of the top players. They let the cue ball the cue ball kind of comes off the table.
Oh, it does.
And are they doing that on purpose, or
a lot of them? I mean,
it seems out of control to me. But
when you watch Van Boning break 8 ball, it's almost
it's crazy.
He goes straight up in there, but the guy's a phenom.
And it comes down and almost like wow.
And all the other balls just know to get out of the way. But I mean, these guys on the another level of playing, they shoot their break. They study the game. They have great coaches. I mean, they're really in depth. It might be a big shot for Billy here.
Well, what do you think he does here? I mean, I guess there's a case just to keep that 9 locked up.
Yeah, probably so.
But do you just take a stab at kicking for the hit, or
I mean,
you go for this?
If you hit your object ball, you know, good things can happen. You know, you don't want to give the ball in hand no matter what. But
ball in hand ain't gonna help.
I think he hit it.
I think he got a good hit, but it's gonna make the shot.
Whoa!
Oh.
Shot Billy Jameson.
I can't say
what
that.
A fantastic shot.
I can't say that you'll see it kick any better than that.
That's about
this side of the World Cup.
That's just about as good as it gets. Stronger than Grandpa's toenail there.
Did he have to put a little spin on that to keep? Because it seemed like the ball came up at a tighter angle. Yeah.
Yes, I mean where you hit it, the ball fell inside the pocket.
Yeah.
Surely he's not going to go for that breakout. No, he's going to play safe here.
So what do you think he's going to do here?
I think he's probably going to clip that forward and then try to leave the cue ball on the back behind that 6 ball, probably.
As we're getting experience on this.
Or he might shoot the 4 and stick it and go around 3 rails, leave the cue ball behind the 9 also. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he's going.
I can see that. It can come all the way up.
Yeah. There you go. That's a smart shot.
A lot of time when I see a lot of the top players play, they manage to make both balls do exactly what they want, and it seems like they can pinpoint it on the second diamond of the end rail each ball, and it's just amazing.
It's like Gene can get a piece of it here, so
I think he can see it, so he's got to touch it
twice cross side with it, maybe. Oh, he shot a smart little save.
I will say there's a
nice
real good
right there. Billy's got if you're just tuning in there, Billy needs 3 games and Gene Lauderdale needs 1, so it's a pretty pivotal game. Billy's
it's hard for it to get more pivotal.
Right.
Then you win.
Yeah. You got to pull out all the stops here.
He put him in a tough spot here.
This is one of these shots where he's got to take the extra time, and you might see it at the end. You know, you want to try to hit that ball and leave it, give it as much separation as possible.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's going to be tough. He's going to come up.
So is he coming off the rail spinning?
Yeah, he's going to come up with some right English, and
I tell you what, that's something you don't see. The ability to describe. Oh, that was as close as you could get.
Oh, this time. So
That leaves him with ball in hand and open
Lauderdale
table.
shot.
The only semi-trouble is that the 3 ball over there, is a 7 ball.
Yeah, the 7 could be, which it shouldn't.
8 to the 7. I mean,
7 to the 8.
I guess I should just turn around and look at the table and find out which ball it is.
He's going to shoot that 4, follow up, shoot that 5, and 7 is.
7 from the 8. I mean, that's going to be a speed issue. You got to want to get on the 8 right to where you have some flexibility, right?
Absolutely. I would just come up to the shoot the 4, 5, 6, shoot the 7 there in the pocket, closer where the 9's at. Oh my gosh!
I think he might have taken that a little bit for granted.
He tried it off the 7.
I would see that's.
Oh, he was trying to move the 7.
It falls back to where I got a minute ago. How people don't want to pass those side pockets. I mean,
I tell you what, though.
You got to make that ball.
Anytime you're making a ball off another ball, or you're colliding or breaking things out, you just have a little bit of uncertainty.
That's exactly right. And I mean, shots like that, you got to make that 4, 5, 6. And I mean, worst case scenario, you come back on the backside of 7, past that side pocket.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Come off the other side and come
you
up
got
the
ball
other
in
way.
hand, you got to get out there, but it's not that's far from over. But that definitely let Billy Jamerson back in the match.
I will say the people who've gained something from that are our viewers, because now he's back in the mix on this.
He is. We're going to have a good match here.
And that's going to leave a little bit of a resulting effect in the mind of Gene, right?
Billy's looking at his angle here. He's going to leave himself up.
He's on the wrong side again, right?
Yeah, but he's in all right. He's still in okay position.
He might be able to draw
He's going to
straight
pull
back.
back about a foot, probably. About right.
All right, you were off by about 2 inches.
I was off by just a couple inches.
You're going to have to get it together there, Nate.
No, I got to work on it. Now it comes to the shot, but I mean,
does he spin it, or does he come straight up and have to deal with the angle?
I mean, I don't know.
Because that's pretty steep.
He's got a pretty decent angle. I mean, it looks
Could
like
he try to go into the 9 and knock it out of the way?
Nah. I mean, I would probably try to come back up table. But, I mean, you can also leave yourself froze on the rail.
Jess, I got to bet that my pants are softer than yours. Try.
You just want to feel each other's bodies.
Oh, man.
There's a whole lot that went into that situation right there.
Man, that's a tough break.
Like you said, a roller coaster of emotion could happen in the same shot.
Yeah. Now you can.
Was he going to hit the 7 ball with?
I don't know. He looked like he
was
was
he trying to come off that 9?
He was just trying to hold with the 7 instead of coming up to shooting past the side.
I tell you what, I couldn't make that ball in a side pocket from that angle if I tried straight in on it, much less.
He was going to shoot it down table.
Well,
Should be all over from here.
Yeah, this is probably pretty much academic at this
Yeah.
point, but you never want to turn away until you see the last ball go in the hole.
Oh.
Give himself a back cut here, but
he should be safe.
We're still playing it. Valley table. He's got some room to
You're not supposed to miss this shot. You got him. The cue ball stops.
That was a pretty good match there.
Computer illiterate. Could you pull that up? Well, you did it when we got it.
I did it a minute ago.
And that'll do it.
This is a production of the OnCue Broadcasting Network. Nate's joined me, a local legend, as it were. And we want to thank everybody for checking out what we're doing here. Benton, Illinois is the home of the train wreck. Do you know what they're planning on doing with this tournament? Is this going to be a monthly thing?
I think it's being the crowd and the talent level. What's Chuck's last name?
Thompson.
Chuck Thompson. Next up, we got Randy Johnson Jr., 7.
We've had a little problem here with some technical difficulties because life wouldn't be interesting if we didn't have a little issue from time to time. But we got Chuck Thompson playing who?
Randy Johnson Jr. Randy's going to 7 and Chuck's going to 6. Stay on the website. Randy's bumped up to 8.
Yeah, they changed it.
Seems like I changed a lot of
Just bring him up there before someone knocks him down.
I'm gonna give this up if they want to.
What was that?
If Jimmy Mattia or whatever, if he wants to get back on here, he can do it. I think I'm gonna give me a drink.
All right, while they're preparing this, we'll talk a little bit about this new train wreck, as they say. This tournament, really, everybody's having a lot of fun here, and just want to let everybody know that come on down here. Tomorrow's a fish fry. There's some other stuff going on, but everybody down here, man, they're having a good time playing some pool.
They are.
Billy, you get to see some really great people, some really great shooters.
Billy's done a good job at promoting it and getting the players together, and you're kind of at a spot to where you're not a whole long distance from Evansville, and you got Centralia people, and you got people from around Fairfield in my area, so in Kentucky. So you're kind of in a good spot, you know, where the money's right. They can set up these games, get the handicap.
You pretty much put them anywhere. Like Johnson City, you might have the best tournament in the world.
It was for many years.
In the middle of somewhere interesting.
Well, the Midwest is just known for great pool players.
All right, I'll go ahead and put a little self-promotion out there. If you want world-class gear repair, you're talking to him in a local place. That's Crazy Bob. Come see me if you need a tip. If you broke your stick in half, or if you're
3rd in the United States, aren't you ranked in the cue repair?
Of all the people in the United States who repair cues, I can tell you I'm one of them.
Yes.
But we are a OP dealer. That we do. We are authorized to do repairs for OP.
You deal OPP?
You know me. I will say that Tiger dealer. We're a Kamui authorized installer. You know what? If you need a tip that looks round and hits a ball, we can do that. I gave you a little delay there because they were kind of trying to get this set up, and just thought I would toot my own horn. Beep, beep. There's a lot of other stuff going on. This wouldn't be possible without the sponsors and your bartenders. So tip them well, folks.
Tip them well.
Even if you're just watching this on the internet.
Folks, to ensure proper service.
That's right.
That's what TIP stands for.
You want your beer cold? You can get it cold at the train wreck, baby. There we go. The match is underway.
Some matches here. This Randy Johnson Jr. He's a strong player. This Chuck shoots good as well. Randy's a real fast-paced shooter. He's awfully precise. Not many mistakes. Keeps his head right. The kid's a real strong player.
Yeah, I've seen him play before, and he does. I mean, right now he's obviously putting stuff together, but it did seem he went from shot to shot.
I seen him put down Dunklin last month, and that was anytime you're beating Mike Dunklin, you're doing something.
You got that right. That angle doesn't exactly give us the flavor for what that shot is, so we'll go back to that. I don't think he can get through there, so he's probably just going to hit it soft, try to hide up behind that 2, or whatever that ball is.
Yeah, I think it's a 2.
I'll tell you what, my mama taught me how to count. She just taught me how to count to 2. Since the accident, I can't count to 9. That's why I play 8-ball, and that's why I lost to Pat Akers. Thank you again, Pat Akers, for telling me I was the worst player here.
Thanks, Pat. Oh, he might have made that ball.
I don't think he might have.
Yeah, pronounced him.
Oh, no. What kind of cloth are on these tables? Because I thought it was a...
Just champion.
Oh, it's champion cloth?
I think it's championship tournament edition.
Because it moves a little bit more than your standard Valley table. I think that they're doing something right here.
Yeah, they move well. They've done a lot of work to them. You guys are going to get for a Valley, probably.
As it turns out, I'm a rogue element here in this announcing because Valley Table, Championship cloth, all good, everybody.
Championship's a pretty good cloth. They compare it a lot to Simona's. It's got a lot of the same qualities.
That's that worsted wool or whatever they say.
Right.
I don't know what all that means. I just spend a lot of time around pool players.
That's pretty good.
Really nice shot.
Randy moves fast. He thinks fast. You don't see him miss too many balls.
That's the old.
I think he had about a half pocket there.
Yeah. That's those famous last words right there. I think you might have jinxed him a little bit, but I hope you're good friends because.
He shoots well. They both do.
I tell you what, I haven't seen anybody here who didn't shoot well until I went and washed my hands and looked at myself in the mirror.
Stiff competition, no doubt.
It's kind of one of the things about pool. I think it. Man, we've seen this a lot.
Scratchitis is gone.
A real tough. I mean, that's not the easiest way to scratch.
That's the thing about it. Like they say, you know, you can. You can't come off that side rail and try to scratch, but
no, I mean I can try to shoot that all day long and not hit, not scratch.
Makes it tough. It seems like Whitey can always find a hole, you know.
Yep. At the most inopportune time, like in a tournament.
Right. Yeah. On the spotlight.
I will say. We deserve hazard pay because you should see this. We'll call it a dais or a stage. But when we were setting this up, Pat Akers was talking about, I don't know, there's a little thing here. If the leg of this chair goes over, well, it's just about gone over twice, and you almost lost Crazy Bob for the evening. That is an unfortunate roll. He wants to come off that rail a little harder to make sure he's got the easy out, but. What do you do in this situation? You just try for the bank and nothing?
You're going to graze it, I think, and play safe. You made a good save.
Just put it up on the other side of the table.
The downfall to it, I mean, it's probably a good save, but you got to remember you're on Valley. You know, that's not a tremendously hard bank.
There's a lot of degree of error that you can have. You can still come off maybe a diamond and a half up.
You can, as opposed to a 9-foot diamond where you got to hit almost center pocket.
Yep.
So it's no gimme, but it's definitely makeable. He fired it. I think he got it. Oh my gosh.
He was right on the cusp of that point where you could still hit that rail and go in.
Yep.
But it had a little speed, so that kind of took the effective pocket size down
that
a
ball
little
will fall
bit.
half the time, and the other time it won't. So.
And you could see the disappointment in his face. But I tell you what,
it's still early.
Anybody who's ever played a game of pool knows what disappointment feels like.
Well, Randy's going to 7, so it just evens the field. They're both going to 6 now.
It can be a torturing game, but at the same time, it is what makes it interesting. It does make it all that much funner. It's some of those lows that make the highs so grand.
That's a nice break.
I think he's going to have everything is wide open here.
Everything is wide open.
Now, if we could just get the 1 ball and the 5 ball together in my mind for this, so I'll change that angle so I can get the color better. You can see where that 1 is.
You get the 3 right here, so.
That 3 is behind the 6 for its natural home, right? So do you want to come up underneath it, or do you want to go ahead and go with that combo?
He's probably going to go with that combo. Back and forth.
He's made that combo a little bit hair-raising here.
As a rule, you want to be a little bit closer, but
yeah,
still probably a pretty high percentage shot.
Well, as far as high percentage shots are concerned,
you might have got a save. I think you did.
He definitely got
it too.
Yeah. I think that's. Do you calculate your percentages? I mean, I'm not talking about exactly, but you feel.
We got to tune into one of our sponsors there, Billy Jamerson. He's not done yet. He's not going to make an excuse. Ball's real funny sometimes, and then explicit bar tables. You know.
In case you're watching this,
Billy's
somewhere other than Facebook.
Billy's far from out, and he's a great sponsor, and Billy's a grinder.
I tell you what, we sat there and had a couple of drinks together, and just seems like a real good guy.
He's a good guy. He's a great ambassador for pool. What he's doing, getting everybody together for this, he's putting a lot of work into it. He deserves a lot of credit.
Well, he had me at, man, this streaming stuff is pretty cool.
It is pretty neat.
You know?
It definitely is.
Is this streaming on YouTube?
It's streaming on Facebook.
On Facebook, okay.
In fact, we were just talking about tip replacement.
Where do you go to if you want to see this?
And he was asking me a question. He wanted to know where we could go find this, and it's on Facebook. Do a search for OnCue Billiards.
OnCue, okay.
And I think you've liked OnCue Billiards before, I thought.
I've been on there, yeah. I didn't know how you streamed it.
So yeah, it's on it's on our Facebook page. Now, we probably should have put it on the website as well, but
that was the great Don Johnson asking questions. He's one of my stake horses. So
well, I tell you what, he's also the best tip guy in someplace north of Evansville.
He's the only tip guy.
Well, that's why I'm pretty good in Evansville, right?
That makes you the very best.
I tell you what, we've gotten together at old Chappie's at Grayville before and talked shop a little bit.
Oh.
But
Give my money. Give my money. Table 2, Joel. Bring your sexy ass over here.
you couldn't meet a nicer guy, an old Donnie Johnson,
Don's a
right?
good guy. It doesn't get any better than Don. He's got an extremely high pool IQ as well. He studies the game.
Well, I tell you what, he also lets people borrow books that read half of them and let them sit on their shelf for a little bit too long.
He loaned me about 20 or 30 CDs here. AccuStats and
As it turns up, setting up stuff like a new league and streaming it at a place he's never been before slowed the reading up. But one of the nice things about this entire area is
Take your time. I ain't no hurry. Keep it as long as you need.
the people in this area know the history of what's going on in pool. That's kind of a lucky situation there.
You got fortunate that
it seems like those side pockets are sucking them in.
they are. Kind of rushing a shot a little bit.
Ooh, that's you can see the frustration.
Gave up pretty well knew that Randy was going to get out from there, so Randy comes out with a quick 2-0 lead.
I'll just make an earring for you. Piercing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's ear piercing.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
Put a point on it.
Someone said I need that like a hole in my head. But I tell you
That
what,
would be a hole in your head, Bob.
if you pierced me with that, I'd have another hole in my head. OnCue Billiards. That's a place that's
world class cue repair in Evansville.
I know, dude.
If you want it done, that's who you need to see right there.
Apparently, while making transitions, I missed the break on that. Sorry, folks. As it turns out, CNN and ESPN and all that, they've got a whole team of people doing stuff. What the OnCue Pool League and the OnCue Network strives to achieve is
Randy gets a little momentum going.
He can really rock this.
He can flat put them together.
What we try to do is bring something cool with a little bit of participation for everyone involved, and that's the like I said, we got my broadcasting partner here, Nate, who's taking time out of his day. I don't know if that was actually going to go in, was it?
Yeah, I think he caught it with his hand, I believe, but
either way, it was going to be hooked in and deep, you know.
It's irrelevant now. He picked it up, so but
as it turns out, that's a foul, right?
Yeah.
When you pick it up, if it wasn't going to go, it doesn't matter once you picked it up.
That's 2 games in a row. Randy's scratched. Chuck's got to take advantage. You just got to breathe and shoot.
Sometimes that's easier said than done, though.
It is.
Like many things in life. pool could be a metaphor for a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
I mean, they don't say put you behind the 8 ball or nothing. You know, a lot of things come around.
It does.
In the pool world.
Your mind racing a million miles a second.
And the thing is, our bodies are not meant for the kind of minuscule error that you are allowed in pool. You have to overcome human nature almost to even play this game.
Turn that nervous energy into concentration, and the mind is such a hard thing to control.
Well, you are talking to Crazy Bob, right?
That's a good stroke. That's a good stroke by Chuck to get him back in this thing.
That's one that just gets you, it makes you feel good, right?
Oh yeah, get a little momentum built. So that puts it, Chuck's going to 6 and Randy's going to 7, so it's a race to 5 on both sides now. Chuck's going to be breaking. Chuck's looking a little more comfortable now.
Well, I will say this. It's got to feel more comfortable putting the 9 in instead of the cue ball, right?
That's right. That's right. Randy's made a few mistakes that he wouldn't normally do. Kind of let the cue ball run a little bit wild, but
while he's racking here, I want to ask people to take some time and maybe make some comments about what you liked about what we're doing here. If there's any kind of comments that you'd make, how we can improve things. This is kind of a startup venture that we're doing, and as it turns out, we want to know what you think. So get on there and post some comments, talk to the people. Let's get back to the action, play some pool, baby. I think I'm going to head out to the little boys' room and replace my comedic stylings with someone who knows how to play a little bit of pool. His name's Mickey Hammond, local legend.
The great Mick the Stick. One of my best pals in the world.
Hey guys.
I think he's going to be giving that 9 a ride, maybe, if you can see it. And he nailed it.
Yeah, he hit it good.
He hit it good. Momentum can change just like that. Randy had him in a position to get him down 3-0, and that scratch ended up costing him 2 games. The way this game works out.
Most good pool players would avoid that combo at all costs, but when you got no choice, that's what you got to take.
Absolutely. So Chuck needs 4 now. Randy needs 5. Randy just needs to slow himself down a little bit. Not think about the few scratches he's made. That momentum can come and go in just a second.
And also in an alternating break format, it's hard to ever get any real momentum.
He might be I think he might be looking at that carom off the 2 wall. If you can get over there, I've seen him eyeballing it.
Yeah, I think that's what he's looking at.
He feels pretty confident in it, I think.
It's a tough shot.
He hit it good. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
That's 3 straight scratches from Randy Johnson Jr. It's kind of a hard one to take there with Jason's wanting to know, Jason Gibson, if we can put the scores, names of, put the names on the, I don't think we got it set up yet. We can put the scores. But it's Chuck Thompson and Randy Johnson Jr.
Right.
And Randy needs 5 games to Chuck's 4 right now. Randy's going to 7 and Chuck's going to 6. And Chuck's got him down 3-2, and then he's got a ball in hand.
Randy's made a couple uncharacteristic mistakes of him.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of Randy to make for 3 straight scratches. He might have just been looking at that 9-ball billiard and not thinking about the. If he could have just cued low, he probably could have avoided it. But you know, hindsight's always 20/20.
Chuck plays pretty decent. He's, I guess, I suffered a loss to him today.
Yeah, we had that stream, dude. Both had a lot of opportunities. It was up and down. You both missed some shots that you shouldn't have, but
For sure.
That's the way this goes. Yeah, we need to get. If they can work out the kinks, that'd definitely be a draw to. Shot that maybe a little weak. If we can get the scores up, that would be good. If they can work on it, but it's kind of something new that we're getting this website going to get people to watch at home. So
we have the ability to do it, but we really can't see the scores at all time here. So
yeah, the ability's there. It's just right now it's working the kinks out and getting you guys a good stream back at home or wherever you're watching from on Facebook. Hey, he might have hit that good. I think he did.
He hit it real good.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Jason. I think they can do it. Jason's given some ideas for improvements, but yeah, the scores and the names would definitely be beneficial to get more people in tune what's going on, though. But we're doing our best to keep you updated. It's a big shot for Randy. Oh man, it's tough.
That's rough. I mean, a good safety.
Got Bobby Ally watching. Need to get Bobby over here to play some. He's a great player.
Welcome, Bobby.
Played with him many times. Played in Vegas with him. He's a great player. He needs to be here. He's got that full beard going too. It's just hard to beat Bobby.
Well, it is No Shave November.
It's what?
It is No Shave November.
Oh, it's No Shave November. Yeah, Bobby can grow one in about, I think they said, what was it, 3 hours he can grow one?
3 hours. Yeah, he's full extension in 3.
Yep. Good shot from Chuck. This is going to definitely going to put a little bit more heat on Randy if he gets out here.
I tell you, it was a good safety he played, and it paid off for him.
It was a great save. Got a nice little rub there off the 9.
Looks like it worked out real well.
Bobby's got to work weekends.
Bobby, you need to get your priorities right straight.
Yeah. Bobby's a strong player, man. They keep these tournaments going like this, and maybe Bobby can work something out. You get a Calcutta, you get over $4,000 in the Calcutta. You know,
yeah.
It's to get these handicaps situated right, make it. It's going to definitely draw some attention. You get a event in Illinois and you get $4,000 in the Calcutta. That's
looks like we're down to a 5-3 race here.
Yeah.
With Junior needing 5 and Chuck needing 3.
Yep. Yeah, Chuck needs 3 to Randy's 5. The heat's definitely on. My beautiful girlfriend Jessica joining me. Not joining me, but just telling me how great a job that me and Mickey are doing.
Fabulous. Good job, boys. Keep it up.
I know. Uh-oh. 9 drops, but 9 doesn't count on the bottom 2 pockets, so the 9's going to come back up, but he's going to have a wide open table. Definitely running. Definitely runnable.
Yeah, I don't see no real trouble here.
I don't either.
Go in the back. If you don't know, call the TV guys. They were watching. Call the TV. Where'd the 9 ball go, guys?
Almost good spots up.
Oh, I was thinking Junior broke out. Chuck broke out, didn't he?
Yeah, Chuck broke those, and I made the 9, and
oh, it looks really good.
made another
ball.
Just slide right down the rail here for the 2.
Might have shot a little firm if it don't hold up here. You guys could hear that at home, but he wanted it to stop pretty bad.
Yeah, sometimes people underestimate the power of center ball.
Right. Kind of let that cue ball do the work for you.
Yes. He's still got a makeable shot.
Still makeable, right.
He's got to move the cue ball a lot more now, but
he might shoot a save too. Made a good shot.
Oh, good bank.
It's 2 and 1 too. You know, he's got him locked up at top around those balls.
Yeah, it was a smart shot.
You got the 4 up at the opposite end there. The only ball at the end of that end. So 3 to the 4.
That just changed things a little bit there.
That definitely changed things. Really didn't want to move that 5 ball. You have to stroke one good here. Look at this shot.
He hit it pretty good.
Oh, man, he hit it great. That's a good shot right there.
You know, it's a good safe shot. You go for the breakout. If you don't get it, you're on the right side where you can hit the 5 and maybe play a safe. But he got a shot out of it.
He's got a shot. If he don't scratch off that 7 in the corner,
I figure he'll go through and bump the 7.
Yeah,
when you think?
Just touch it. Yeah. He's got a bank shot, so I would have probably tried a little.
I think just a nice touch shot there. The 7 would have sit in front of the pocket.
If he's going to go safe here, he's going to go ahead and shoot that cross corner. I play pretty wide open on these, so I think he might have got it. He nailed it. Chuck's doing pretty good.
Yeah, he's playing well right now.
He can shoot this 8 and stay down on it. He'll be right on that 9. It's going to give him a big lead. He hit it good. Chuck's focused pretty good now.
They just have to have unbridled enthusiasm. And that's all I can.
He nailed it. That's a good out. That's a good run by.
That sure puts a lot of pressure on the junior. A 5-2 race now.
It does. It's a 5-2 race now, and Randy's had a few opportunities that he just hasn't taken advantage of. And Chuck kind of got out of line a couple times there, but he got back in and made a nice run.
Randy's playing well. His cue ball's got out of control a couple times with him.
3 times, and those 3 scratches cost him 3 games. So. Kind of just feels like you're keep your. Yeah, it's kind of got a little tough shot on one here.
Well, I think as long as he gets on the 2 ball next, I think he's okay.
He's got pretty.
He's got to avoid that 5 and avoid the 8.
He makes that cut on the side there. He's gonna. The 8 might pass behind the 9. It's a good shot.
Yeah, I think that shot there probably put him out.
It should. As a rule, Randy's gonna get out here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 4 ball.
Yeah, it's 4.
Oh my God.
Oh, Randy's
ball.
playing with the side scratch again.
Johnson, table 4.
Didn't get to quite the right angle that he wanted to, but he'll probably make it work and drag her back a little bit.